Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Good evening. We're gonna let the viewership build up here. I do appreciate you guys' patience. Was just helping out a demo customer finish their demo on the Omni O1 here. I'm gonna go over and mute my speaker on the other end of my room here because I hear myself in about 5 dimensions over there. So be right back with you guys here in 1 second. All right. Go ahead and build up that excitement in the comments, guys. We are super excited to do this last live tonight. This is our rally on the O1 as far as I am concerned. This was a little bit of an add-on here. Was not fully scheduled last night, and all of a sudden at 3 a.m., boom, here we are. So, all right, I'm going to go mute myself on the fifth dimension over there. Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Want to hear from you guys. What are you guys super excited about with the Omni, so on and so forth. Go ahead and give this a like, a thumbs up, a share everywhere. Let's get some engagement out there, guys. Let's get it out there. So share, 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 share. Personal profiles, groups everywhere, Facebook, YouTube, Meta, TikTok. You take your pick. Share it out there. So I'm gonna go mute the fifth dimension over there. Be with you guys here for in 1 second. Okay. Cool. Okie dokie, guys. Here we are. So let's. Oh, that show on stream is definitely not the commentary from the stream here right now. Hey, okay, first off, obviously, I really appreciate the acknowledgement, guys. I am so terribly sorry that we're running about 10 minutes behind today. It has been just crazy busy. Lots and lots of stuff going on. The Omni launch has been absolutely insane, guys. The excitement surrounding this entire launch has just been fantastic. You should be able to hear me. I see a comment and no sound. But my mic is definitely going over. Guys, let me know, please. Let me know in the comments. Do we have sound? Let us know. Please, 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 please. Let us know. There's got to be sound. I can tell that there's sound. But I just want to be sure. Let us know. Anybody? Can you guys hear me, see me? Let me know in the commentary, please. Be greatly appreciated. Just want to be sure. Gone through a whole bunch of stuff here. Do we got sound now? Can you see me? Okay, got lots and lots of commentary telling me otherwise. I can see my hand. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. All right, guys. Sorry, technical difficulties. Don't know why. Can't speak to them. Welcome to the universe of the internet. So obviously, I was talking to Thin Air for a while there. So thanks for hanging in there, waiting for me. Here we are. We're on the rally. It's part 3 of 3 here. Well, part 3 of 2, I should say, because we originally just had 2 webinars scheduled for this, and here we are on our 3rd one here. So this is our rally, the final tie out on the O1 for my series of the launch on the O1 here. So happy to be here with you guys. Love to have all the engagement. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm sure if you guys missed my whole spiel for the last 5 minutes, I was finishing up with a demo customer, guys. So pre-sales product demos are one advantage to what you get with xTool here. So with any of the machines, guys, xTool.com, hover over the local support tab up top, okay, and definitely go down to free pre-sale product demo. Again, these are pre-sales, okay, any of the xTool machines. If you have not purchased it yet, if you purchased it, then it doesn't count, right? So definitely want to make sure you guys are taking advantage of the pre-sales product demos, all right? So if you're looking at the O1, you're a little on the fence still, you want to do some one-on-one stuff like that, pre-sales product demo, you can find myself in there or any of the other demo hosts throughout the entire nation. You can filter by machines, any machines, whatever you guys want to. So definitely take advantage of the pre-sales product demos, guys. While we are here, of course, make sure you guys smack that keyword. I guess I'm going to mirror my camera. Over there Yes, that thing right there. Smack that QR code right there. Go ahead and enter to win your guys' UV ink sets. There's 3 of you guys that will get that with your guys' machine purchases here from the web streams, or from the webinars. Sorry. 3 of you guys each night. So there's probably 9 of you guys total. Of course, the last 3 nights. So make sure you guys hit that QR. My God, right there. Hit that QR code. So you guys have the ability to enter for that. Okay. With that said out there, guys, again, this is 3 of 2, as I like to call it, because this was a add-on here at the last second. Literally, we are here for you guys. We are here to give you guys all the information that you guys want on the O1, so please treat this as a total live Q&A. There's plenty of people that have been great liaisons, the great helpers and stuff in the commentary, helping me through the live demo process, getting all this information out there for you guys. This is an utterly just amazing machine, fantastic machine. I absolutely love it. We have a commercial UV printer here that doesn't even compare in terms of like the coloring, okay? Speed obviously is a whole different thing, but the coloring is G7 certified. You are not going to get that in any of the other desktop machines that are on the market right now, guys. So definitely want to take advantage of that. Again, I am an end user. I am a business owner. I am not a salesperson. I am not a content creator. I'm here to give you guys the real world outlook and aspect on what this machine actually is. Answer all your questions. We're going to do some live demos, stuff like that. I cannot guarantee or promise you guys I'm going to give you guys another 2.5 to 3 hours tonight, okay? Full transparency, I am absolutely 110% exhausted. Exhausted, period. However, I am here. I want to give you guys as much information as I possibly can. We'll see when it gets to the point that I get to be too tired, all right? So please don't be angry with me. I've spent a lot of time with you guys for the last couple of nights and getting information and stuff out there, but, this may not be a long one like we did last night, all right? However, I know you guys are all dropping your email addresses in the commentary and stuff, over there. You guys have to smack that QR code right there. If you're on a mobile device, take a screenshot, open up your Photos app. You can press and hold on the QR code. It will emulate out the URL. You can open up in a web browser, and then you can enter there. Put your email addresses there, put your name, put all that stuff there. Okay? Cool? Got it. I'll leave it up there for a few more minutes, all right? Here's what we're going to do. So, tonight, all right? So, first and foremost, I was tasked with playing with lenticulars today. All right, guys, we did it. All right. It's a bit hard to see from the camera here, but it changes. There's 20 images here, okay? It's the ever so subtle change in there, all right? Look at that, though. It's beautiful. The Omni's capable of that. This took a whole 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes to make this, guys. I haven't even put the magnet on the back. You can still see the white backing, okay? 5 minutes to make this. Lenticulars, possible. No beer. No beer. We'll wait till we're done. We'll get that before bed. Or maybe even a dip in the pool. So guys, lenticulars totally capable on the Omni 100%. I know it's tough to see on a web camera, guys, but this is a total of 20 images here that's producing this. Absolutely are amazing. As you can see, a little bit glossy off the computer screen, and I'm so sorry for that, guys. But I mean, just print clarity. Oh, I'm trying. Print clarity, guys, utterly just amazing. That is the beautiful Earth solar system plus my flag of my umbrella company, all that mess. But please don't hate me. There it is. It's possible, guys. Lenticulars are totally possible. We popped that on in 5 minutes here tonight. It was amazing. So, absolutely, totally just brilliant. Love the process. There's so much you guys can do with this machine. It's utterly amazing. I can't speak highly enough about it, coming from the realm of what we do and the types of printing that we do here, and just how this is going to expand our entire business. So we do have a dual UV variant here. We did purchase another dual UV variant as well to add to our collection here. There are people throughout the nation that do have the UV and DT variant, guys. So if you guys are looking at the DT variant and you specifically want to demo the DT variant, if you guys go to xTool.com, local support, hover over the free pre-sales product demo, go into the portal, okay? There will be a drop down in there where you can go by machine type, okay? We had something new added today. It was amazing. I love it. Was the fact that you can actually go by xTool Omni O1 Printer. If you just want a general demo, don't care what machine that someone has, okay? And then we have xTool O1 Omni Single UV, Omni Dual UV, and then we have Omni UV and DT, okay? So, Definitely take advantage of that, guys. It is out there for you. If that helps you in your guys' purchasing decisions, makes it a little bit easier. I believe there's a total of 10 of us right now in the United States that does have the machine that can do these things. And out of the 10, I believe there's 3 or 4 people that has the UV and DT variant. So if you guys are specifically looking to go to the DT end of things, definitely make sure that you're looking at the pre-sales product demos for those. If you're still on the fence and need to make purchasing decisions, stuff like that. Okay. All right, while we're in this here, I'm going to jump up in the commentary. I know there's been a lot flying here in the last 10 minutes that I've been on. Again, I really do appreciate all your guys' patience and everything. I was finishing up a product demo before we jumped on here. This is what we do for our customers. Okay, well, we'll get past all the sound comments. Yep. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Guys, while we're here, please definitely give a like to this thread here, stream, whatever, wherever you're at. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, a love, a share, please, a public share, Facebook, any groups, anything. Get it out there for the awareness. It takes you guys 5 seconds to make my night and have more engagement and more viewers. So, again, really appreciate it. And I appreciate those of you guys that have been here with us for the last 2 nights. I am incredibly tired. I'm here to help you guys get through this. I don't know if I'm going to spend as much time as I normally would with you guys tonight. But we're going to do some pretty cool stuff. All right. So, yes, early, Beth. Yes, I fought for the 8 p.m. slot. I just, I'm over it. I'm tired. I love all of you. I love spending my nights with you. But I needed a little bit of earlier start so I can get to bed just a buzz earlier. So, Wisconsin. Hello, Becky. How are you? Awesome to have you here. Melissa, awesome. Thank you. Good to see you. Let's see. Yara Marilla placed my order for the dual UV rotary bundle. I heard somewhere the highly reflective metals will reflect the UV back in one print. I'm going to be doing prints on jewelry. Is that true? So the UV lamp is canted on a very specific angle to avoid a lot of that. So you should be A-okay. All right. Brenda, drop your email on the QR code. Rockalonic LLC or beer. Nope, no beer tonight. Not right now. We'll save that for the end or a dip in the pool. All right, let's see. 5 minutes, and I thought it would take longer time. Very cool. Yes, Barbie, that's all that lenticular took to print on that machine was 5 minutes, and I'll tell you what, the clarity, something else. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know. xTool's got some magic going right now, some total voodoo magic. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Oh, Chuck, living vicarious through me. I mean, I don't have the best life, but if you want to live vicarious through me as far as the Omni goes, go for it. No problem. No, you can print. I talked in depth to someone who does it. You can print on jewelry. Just make sure you clean your heads after. Yes, that is correct. And then also do the cant on the angle on the UV lamps. So again, just quick cleaning should be a-okay. All right. A pink one, Connie. Well, you have to paint it. Guys, we're bringing back the amazing laser engraved on the P2 Stanley tumbler here tonight. Beautiful wrap. Again, this is something you guys can do on all the xTool machines. Okay. Well, not all of them, but at least the flatbeds for sure. But just think about it. Something like this in full color. Oh. So, the Omni is designed with, lots and lots of wrapping capability in mind. The Stanleys are just a little bit tougher because of what they are. We have handles and tabs and all that stuff to kind of play with, right? So this is the 30 ounce. Eventually, I'm going to push the limits on a blank 30 ounce to see what this machine can do. I will probably post that content to YouTube and Facebook at some point down the road. Don't expect it in the next week because come Thursday night, we are on vacation for a little bit. So we're going to continue pushing the limits on this machine. But just, even remember something as simpler as some super highly detailed engraving, guys. xTool lasers, don't sleep on them. It's amazing what they can do. Drop your comments there about that tumbler wrap. Let's hear them. Okay, material you need for the lenticulars. You need lenticular material. 75 LPI, no matter what you're going to shove in there, has to be 75 LPI to work with this machine for sure. Okay, Abby, Beth, thank you so much for your help there. Lenticulars, can you bring in your own depth map and process images? So you have to use a built-in xTool generator. Tonight, I use the xTool built-in generator to get my end result here, and I'm very happy with it. I know it's so hard with the reflection, guys. I'm super sorry. Again, we're just going off of a MacBook camera. But honestly, amazing. The generator was great. All I did is I just dropped the 20 individual images in there in its own little kind of time warp, time lapse setup, whatever you want to call it. And it kicked it out for me. Put the print right on top of the block. Done. No problem. Very easy. Okay. Rhonda, thank you so much. Beth, glad to have you. I know you're tired too. We're all in it together, dear. Steve, I opted for the single UV, but added P2S to ship the workflow and more materials. Yes, it does, Stevie. Sorry, Stevie. I don't want to get chastised here. Definitely, P2S is going to be integrated in the print-to-cut workflow for any of the Omni models. It's going to be totally amazing. I'm super excited for it. We did manual print and cut flow last night using the P3. I may model that again here later tonight because I like puzzles. You can call me old, ancient, whatever you guys want to call dust. I don't care. I like puzzles. Puzzles are fun, right? We got a puzzle generator built into Studio. Like, it's super cool. We did an Artemis rocket last night. You might see my inner Disney adult pop out here. We might do a Cinderella's Castle tonight, even though my daughter will probably rob it from me. But either way, so Scotland. Oh, welcome. Wow, you're far. Why don't you guys supposed to be in bed at this point? It's gonna be like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., huh? Let us know. Rhode Island, hello, how are you? Awesome, awesome. Just waiting for shipping details. You pre-ordered. Yes, me too. I'm right there with you. We're waiting. Karen committed the duel. Awesome. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. Awesome. You want to order the whole bundle? Edith, do it. Hit that QR code right there. Hit that QR code first before you do it. Gives you a chance to enter some UV ink scents for your machine, and then go ahead and go over to xTool.com and place your order. Honestly, the launch pricing, guys, you're not going to see this pricing anymore. History will repeat itself just like any other machine that xTool has ever put out. Once it's done, it's done. You could even say, I'm going to wait till Black Friday or Christmas or New Year's or what. I hate to tell you, it ain't going to be the same. It ain't going to be the same ever again. It is launch pricing, okay? If you're really considering it and you want to save the money, this is the time to do so. All right. Tommy Long, have I done any coins yet? No. I really wanted to do some coins today. I was going to take something over to the F2 Ultra, do an engraving on there and bring it over here to be able to print to it. Unfortunately, I was out with customers demoing repair service and handling some print customers and stuff today, so I didn't get around to it. I do have some flat brass and stainless coin blanks over here. I got multiple of them, so I may just put one in there just to try a text raise. Maybe we'll do it in my company logo just because it does text raise actually really nicely. Just to kind of show you guys. But in terms of those like deeper embellishments, I haven't done it yet. Full transparency, and I'm really sorry, guys. I'm trying to accommodate all the requests that I possibly can and get the content out there. But you got to remember, I have my entire full-time business that I run, plus my family, plus this business, plus xTool, plus plus. So we're here for you guys. But I can't do everything all day every day. There's only so many hours in a day, guys, and there just comes a point to where you just get worn out, right? And you just keep going. And that's where we are. We are worn out, but we keep going. But we keep going for you guys. This is the O1 Omni launch. This is one of the most exciting things this year for xTool, really, and or even in the maker space, especially in the smaller businesses and stuff like that. So we're doing our best. We're pulling through. We're here for you guys. I'll probably end up just completely 110% passing out when we're done tonight. Beth will probably tell me no, I'm lying, and she's probably right because I'll sit there and doom scroll Facebook and answer all your guys' questions and messages and all that stuff that I get after this. So I'll call myself out on that. Anyways, all right, guys. Celeste, for the rotary tool, can you print on a jar? Yes, you absolutely can. We'll probably play with that tonight because I got some that I haven't done yet. In full transparency, you guys will probably see me touch my eyes quite a bit. My contacts have been messing with me today. So just putting that out there. All right. If I lose one midway through, we'll be magooing it like that. My contacts or my glasses are hiding somewhere, and at this point, I really don't care. So, can we preheat the ink beforehand instead of waiting when we want to print something? Yeah. So basically, whenever we open up Studio and we start preparing our canvas and stuff, the ceramic heaters will kick on in the heads there, guys. Start preheating those heads to get up to the temperature where they need to be. Now, full transparency, when I go to start my first print here tonight with you guys, it's probably gonna take about 8 to 10 minutes. I got a mini split dropping right on it right now. And I have not printed on this today because I have been out. I had just got back into my studio here, I don't know, about 40 minutes ago, give or take, and I've been at it since 5 a.m. So we'll do our best. Okay. All right, let's see here. Full wrap on tumblers with handles. No, you got to take the handle off, and it's going to be dependent upon surfaces and all that stuff. So as of right now, I'm going to say if you're asking about like Stanleys and 30s and 40s and stuff, 40s definitely not. 30s, I'm going to push the limits a little bit based upon the tabs and stuff. You might have some defocusing and stuff like that. I can't say one way or another. But, guys, we did do a wine bottle last night, which, Tay, if you're in here and I remember you, please jump in the commentary. We were playing around last night. Again, what I'm showing you guys is real live use case. All right, this is not This is not perfect. This is how we're figuring out the limitations, what the machine can do and stuff. I ran a Behringer's Founders Day Cabernet Sauvignon. If you guys are red wine drinkers, good stuff. If you don't like it or tell me in the comments, I don't care either way. But we went and we did a nice little run here on the side. Happy anniversary. And was ran at 2¼ inches wide. And we figured out a lot of the limitations of the machine in terms of like overspray and stuff last night. You know, didn't look terrible, but of course we were fighting that though. So kind of based upon my observations, and we'll probably run it on the other side tonight because I haven't done anything and we got room to do it here. You know, I ran this side at 2¼ in width on the letters. My God, Beth, Jesus. But on the other side, we're probably going to try to do it at like 1.5 inches because I really want to, again, push those limitations, give you guys an idea of what we're actually dealing with here, okay? So we got that. And then, of course, for my Kendall Jackson fans, we do have a bottle of Kendall Jackson we may play with tonight. We'll see. Depends how I feel. And then, of course, for our Fruscata, we got the Fruscata Peach. It's here. So we might even try that too. Anyways, my God, I gotta crack myself up, guys. I'm so sorry. If you didn't like that, sorry. We're here anyways. So, alrighty, let's see. Back in the commentary here before we do get going. Printing on aluminum signs what is needed for prep. You're gonna need some form of primer because you got to etch that metal. Will it print on golf balls? Yes, David, it absolutely will. Will I be going over procedures for doing the lenticulars? I'll show you guys in studio. I'm not going to do another one tonight just because of time consumption and setting it up right now. But I will show you guys exactly how that stuff did work. Oh my goodness. By the way, if you guys ever have webinars and stuff, don't eat Chipotle with some serious pico de gallo beforehand. It gives you massive heartburn. So if I stop for a minute, guys, that's why. All right, it ain't you. It's heartburn. So that pico de gallo was pretty fire tonight. Did a double steak burrito bowl, guys. All right, ordering the Metal Fab 1200-watt laser welder and CNC next week. Very excited. Chad, that is amazing. I'm glad to hear that. Do me a favor, though. Please make sure you hit that QR code right there. Even if you don't want the UV inks, just scan it, please. You know, that way we can make sure that you're all taken care of whenever your order is done. So please scan that, okay? All right, Beth, puzzles would be great for numbskulls, too. Yep, right here. Minnesota, awesome. All right, guys. Oh, wow, here's commentaries. Deep. Oh. All right, I'm skipping ahead here. That way I can give you guys the actual content that you're here for. You guys are not here to just sit here and talk to me. You guys are here to see this thing in action, right? Whew. All righty. Cool. All right. Number one, wet the whistle. Not enough caffeine and iced coffee in the world today, guys. All right, boom. So here we are. Omni. All right, I'm going to shut myself off. That way you guys can see this thing in full screen. So hide the camera, keep the audio, right? So, all right, here we go. O1 Omni. Okay, we have the dual UV variant here. All right, so 3 variants. You have the single UV, which is just going to be all your single CMYK and your rigid white ink channels. Okay, then you're going to have your dual UV, which is going to give you that CMYK, your rigid ink channels, an additional rigid white ink channel, a flexible white ink channel, and your 2 fluorescent channels. So you're going to have your fluorescent red and your fluorescent yellows. Okay, and then you have the UV and the DT, which is going to give you your typical single UV ink channels. So your full CMYK and your rigid white. Oh, and I'm sorry. And all of those, you get the varnish. Okay, totally skip that. As it's posted right there. So you have your varnish channel, and then in the DT, you're going to get the DT specific inks. So you're going to have a DT white, your DT CMYK as well. Okay, so my counterpart down in Dahlonega, Georgia, Mark Beers, he's a pro hub for xTool. If you guys have any interest in the DTG model, he's one of the people that you can go to. There's another one down in Texas by the name of Bev Pennington as well. That has a DTG that is or should be up and running at this point. So those are people that you guys can talk to if you very specifically want demos on the DTG aspect. The names are escaping me, and if you guys are watching this live stream tonight and you have the DTG to demo, I am very sorry. Drop your info in the comments. I'm zoned out, so definitely apologize for that. But Mark Beers, Bev Pennington are definitely 2 that I know that are up and running right now. I believe a third one might be a Mari Nemetsky, if I'm saying it right. Beth, if you can help me in the comments, it'd be great. we're just beyond, we're beyond saving right now. So, but I do believe that those three definitely are going to be your guys' UV and DT model. So if that's where you guys want to go, if you're interested in direct to garment, and I don't answer enough of your guys' questions, those are people you guys can book the pre-sales product demos with. Again, pre-sales, meaning you haven't bought, okay? xTool.com, hover over local sport up top, come down, free pre-sales product demo, click into there, go to the machines variant, drop it down, go to the O1 Omni. There will be a couple different variants you'll show now. So you'll see single UV, dual UV, and UV and DT in addition to just the general machine. So make sure you select which way that you guys want to go. And please book your guys' demos if you guys have any additional questions, stuff as far as that machine goes. I can talk to anything and everything in terms of the single UV and the dual UV. I can give you the general on the DT UV, but if you want an actual use case, those are the people that you need to speak to. Full transparency, okay? I don't want to lie about it, guys. That's just what it is. All right. I digress though when I say this. Guys, xTool is known for being the pinnacle of the small business machines, the home hobby crafters, the the small prosumers, all that stuff. Okay. All the technology that they put into these machines and all the research and development and all the software and development and all the feedback that they take from us in terms of the pro hubs and the demo rooms and you guys as the customers and the end users and all that stuff, guys, they are consistently and always developing and making improvements to these things. So no matter which machine that you may have, which variant that you may be looking at, or if you're on the outside and you're looking in, this might be your first xTool and stuff like that. They're always, 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 always going to take care of you as the customer, take care of your machine, make sure you are supported along the way, and that everything is going a-okay. All right. So while this may be newer to the market for them, okay, I can rest assured and tell you all, because I'm seeing it in some of the comments there, the R&D, top notch. The feedback that they receive from us as the pro hubs and then the demo rooms and you guys as the end users eventually when you guys do get these machines in your hands, top notch. The support, top notch. Any pre-sales questions and the product demos and stuff, top notch, guys. You guys have great people at your fingertips, literally, to take care of everything. Okay. Well, so we'll talk about the xTool Squad stuff here a little bit more later. I got a nice graphic to show you guys about that, but just kind of wanted to put that out there to kind of ease some minds and tensions and stuff like that. So, all right. So again, O1 Omni, the dual UV variant here is what we're talking about tonight. So everything that I'm going to talk about tonight is going to encompass the single UV variant, the dual UV variant, and the UV and DT variant for the UV portion. Okay. I can answer some limited questions on the DT portion itself. Some of my counterparts may be here with us tonight that do have it, that may be able to answer those in the chat for us. If your questions are not answered at the end of this in any way, shape, or form, please reach out to me on Facebook at Rich Giannacora. Okay. My profile picture is myself and my daughter in front of the Epcot ball. Very easy to spot. Okay. If you can't find me there, Forge and Thread Supply Company. Okay. That's my business name. You can find me there. Okay. And then you have the xTool Omni O1 makers and xTool Omni O1 users groups. You can find me there also. I do admin those groups as well. So if you guys need more information, we are more than happy to help you guys out and navigate and helping you guys make your guys' decisions. If you seek a demo on the DT specifically, okay, and you're having some issues finding a booking and stuff, again, reach out to me and I'll get you paired up with the right person, okay? Cool. Got it? All right, sweet. Let's print something, okay? Don't mind the knocks. My daughter, who does not listen to me for the love of all that is holy, is knocking on my door because apparently I'm not giving her enough attention tonight, even though she knows what's going on. So we're going to swap out our mini base plate. We're going to put in our larger base plate. And the first thing we're going to do tonight, guys, we're going to make a print onto basswood plywood, right? So I'm going to go ahead and replicate what I did last night with a different photo. We're going to show you guys manual print and cut methods here. Again, manual. Once the actual print and cut workflow is done in Studio and integrated with some of the machines, we will see that come to life. But we're going to show you guys here, for all intents and purposes, exactly how this stuff is going to work, right? Oh, Harleen, no, she comes in here, it's going to be game over. Stuff's going to be everywhere. And you guys are going to hear everything. So, all right. Before I get back to your guys' commentary, again, anybody with questions along the way, my counterparts, please, if you could assist with the answering, greatly appreciate it. If you can't, I will scroll back here in just a little bit. This like YouTube QVC. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I'm not a content creator, guys. I am a small business owner and a end user. This is not QVC. I will never be QVC. I don't like QVC. I'm here to just answer your guys' questions. So, all right, let me get my studio pulled up here. And then let me share that particular window, and then we'll get rid of the graphic on the screen. We'll shrink the camera so that you guys aren't, oh my goodness gracious, geez. So you guys aren't calling me out like you guys did last night about 35 times because, again, pure exhaustion. No, we are not sharing this window. We're going to share the xTool Studio window. Okay, cool. There we are. And then let me get rid of the QR code for the moment temporarily. And we're going to get rid of your guys' commentary temporarily so we can focus. Home Shopping Network. No. All right. It's almost as bad as Amazon, guys. All right, here we go. So boom, we popped in a base plate here, a different base plate, right? So the machine recognizes that the mini base plate is out of the machine right now, and we have the standard base plate in there. So it's going to tell us on top if we want to switch, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a switch. Now, for you guys that were asking about the lenticulars, again, I'm not going to print one tonight right now because I already did it earlier and we showed it in the very beginning of the stream and stuff. The machine is incredibly capable of, but as you can see, we do have a lenticular image right here, okay? Super simple process how we did this, right? So we had 20 specific images that we were playing with. So, I know it's not going to show for you guys. I'm so sorry here because it's all in my Finder. But basically, it was called Earth Frame, and we had 1 through 20. They were all high quality PNGs and stuff. And all that we did on this, guys, is we just came right over here to ooh, Pico de Gallo. Heartburn. Came right over here to the lenticular image editor. We just had clicked on that, came in here, and we went for the 3D effect suitable for 8 to 20 images and had clicked on that. The next thing that we did is we came over to our card type over here and we made our selection. We were working with the 56 by 56 75 LPI lenticular card tonight. There are custom options that you can input in there also. And then you do dictate whether or not you're working horizontally or vertically, so on and so forth. The next thing you do is we come over here to upload files. Okay, we go to upload images, and then essentially you would come over here and we would just take and we would hold on. Scratch that. Of course you don't want to delete. Geez. Anyways, we would come over here and we would essentially just, make sure we would select all of our files as you see into our generator. We would hit open and then it would take and bring everything in. Right now, I'm not going to do it right now because it's going to charge me some credits and I've already done it before. But basically, these are all of our frames here. And then we would just hit generate. And then what happens is when it's done, it's going to kick it back out to your canvas. And this is what you're going to get right here. So the software already knows that this is a lenticular image that you are working with. Okay. And then, of course, you can set it up to be able to print and run from there. You would base your, lenticular, say, in the bottom left corner of your print bed, stuff like that. You can use smart masking and all that if you really want to, but for the best alignment, bottom left corner of your guys' print bed. All set and done. Lenticular runs. You get the final product like I showed you guys earlier. Okay. So we're going to take that out of there for now. We're going to do a scan on our bed, guys. We're going to show you guys manual print and cut right now. We did this last night. We're going to do it again because I know not everybody is the same tonight. So the print and cut workflows are going to be built into Studio and will be compatible with multiple xTool machines that'll be out there, okay? And basically, the short of it is that, let me change this so that you guys can actually see the machine right now. So the short of it basically is, you could set up whatever graphics and stuff that you're going to do on the Omni, right? Because the scan camera is like deadly accurate. And we showed it last night. We're going to do it again tonight, even with just teeny tiny little random circles. Basically you print your image and stuff. You could throw it in your laser bed or whatever it is that you're working on, for whatever you're going to do. So last night we generated a puzzle. We're going to do another one tonight for all intents and purposes, even though my daughter's going to steal it from me because I really think I'm going to do a Disney castle just because. If you guys are, Disney fanatics, So drop it in the comments if you are. That way we could see who I bowed with. But anyways, yes, we're going to scan our surface right now, which is what we're doing. It'll pop in the studio here momentarily when it's done, doing our distance measuring and all that stuff as well. Beth is probably laughing at me, and that's a-okay. I don't care. Once we get this scan in the studio, I'll show you guys how to set this up. It's super easy. Super, super, super easy. See Whisper Studio, how many credits does it take to use for lenticular right now by Adam is 25. And honestly, for what it's worth and how much easier that it is, just let it do it. Honestly. All right, let me scroll back up here and catch whatever comments, questions, and anything that I didn't get here earlier, guys. If I missed you, I'm terribly sorry. Drop it in the comments. I'll do my best. I got my counterparts helping me, and I do appreciate every single one of them, and they probably deserve every bit of commission from me. But they are absolutely fantastic. Let's get ready to tumble. Yeah, we'll do a tumbler later here. We didn't do one last night, so we'll definitely do one tonight for you guys, okay? Have we tried golf balls? And if so, how much on a single printing? Yes, we have. We ran up to 24 balls, worked good, used a 3D printer jig. It was amazing. Got a 1" by 1" size. xTool print custom baseball cards. It looks real. Yep, do whatever you want. If I order the printer in the first 2 hours of launch, when's the printer expected to ship? Should be sometime in late August or early September. Okay, yes, Beth will definitely have one soon. Perfect. Yesterday we tried printing on a wine bottle, wondering that I couldn't add a jig to the rotary attachment that would hold the bottle and run it. And run it that way, or limitation on the weight. Weight and size is a little bit of a problem there. Justin, we did it with a fixture that we 3D printed in there. We're going to try it again here later tonight with a little bit of a smaller text to try to get rid of the overspray and stuff there. Brandy Webb, who's in Texas, if you're looking for the UV and DT model down in Texas, the UV DT is going to be Bev Pennington. Bev is an absolutely amazing resource. She'll be your liaison for the UV and DT. In terms of the dual UV, she can also demo that, as well as Kim. I can't think of her last name, Kim R, but she'll pop up in the demo portal as well. Okay. Bold reflections. I'd really like to see a close up on the edge of the puzzle you did last night. I mean, you saw it when I actually got the honeycomb to the camera the second time after you guys all called me out the first time, and that's a-okay, but we'll do it again, no problem. Which version is this? We are demoing the dual David. Let's see, Nick. Yep. So going to be late September into probably early October. Well, I'm sorry. Anywhere between late August into October, depending upon your order time frame, where you are in the paradigm, as I call it. I am in southern Louisiana, and I'm sure we are all watching Bertha. Connie, you got a hurricane down there, a tropical storm? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious. Yeah, I grew up down in South Florida, so very, 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 very familiar with all that. Let's see, Beth Zobo, I got the DTG, but we'll add dual for the demo room. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see, Marfa, I'm one of the beta testers in one of the UVDT versions. If you have questions, let me know. Marfa, awesome, good to have you here. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that information. That was a name that I was not aware of that had one of these units for pre-launch. So definitely good, guys. Good resources here. Okay. See, Hannah pre-sales. Yep. Barbie got the dual UV machine, holding on the xTool apparel for DTF printing, going to keep ordering my prints. Hope my Omni will help me make money for that next upgrade. Barbie, I'm telling you right now, if you could do it, if you could swing it, take the dive. The apparel printer is an absolutely amazing machine. You will absolutely love it. Totally worth it. Guys, I got a quick scan data error here. Let's just go ahead and we'll do a rescan. This could be based upon my positioning and or the fact that I'm in a test version of Studio. Again, this is a test version. So it is not uncommon for me to have little bugs and quirks here. So let's make sure we can get another good scan on here so we can rock and roll. This is something you should not see in your production versions. While that is processing, okay, I'm going to minimize back. Keep going on your guys' questions, commentaries here. I'll put it back on the stream so you guys can see each other's questions. Might spark some other questions. So on and so forth. What are the chances we'll come out with a mid-sized bed? Don't know. Can't answer that right now. Arlene wants to come and help you. Yeah. Well, like I said, she'll make a huge mess in here. Okay, let's see. Just came back, DVC member Lorraine. Yep, those points are expensive. We know it. How much is the ink refills, Brian? Great question. So ink is actually very economical for this machine. It ranges anywhere from what I've seen, I believe, $16, $17.99 a cartridge, all the way up to I think $23, $24 right now. Based upon the current pricing that is out there, the essential sets and expansion sets seem to be the best bang for your buck for value on this thing. And then, of course, there are individual, flex whites, ridges, whites, the fluorescence, all that. Well, I mean, really individual cartridges for anything based upon what your guys' flows and stuff are. But seem to be pretty relatively decent. I did actually do the math and build everything into the cost calculator on Studio. I'll show you guys here in a little bit here once I can actually get a good scan on this to do what I want to do. But guys, ink costs and ink consumption is actually very, very, very little. Most of the prints I've seen have ranged anywhere from like literally 1.5 cents to like 15 cents, guys. I mean, come on, that's nothing. When you look at that and you put things to market, tons and tons and tons of profit potential there for sure. So, all right. Yeah, Beth, I got you, dear. All good. All right, let's get in there. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. I got another scan data error. Give me a second. Remember, I am on a pre-launch machine here. I'm just going to do a quick reset. quick unplug, plug back in. Sometimes, just like tech support, did you unplug your computer and plug it back in? That is exactly what we are going to do right now. If you want to pick on me in the comments, that's fine. We're going to give it a second here. Other than that little baby lenticular that I did earlier, this is the first one. So we just unplugged our computer and we plugged it back in. So let's let that restart there and we'll put our Baswa back in the bed and try and get one more scan on there. If not, then I'm going to probably lose my mind. So let's give it a moment here. Un momento, por favor. Print and cut work with the S1. Automatically, no. Manually, you can make yourself some marks and you can use your crosshairs on your diode to be able to set something up there. It should be deadly accurate if you do it right. How long does a wrap on a bottle take? Well, we did a wrap on this, and it was a sublimation wrap here, on a Seafoam Green Yeti water bottle that I totally got chastised for by my wife because I covered up one of her favorite colors, and well, I don't care because it was for my daughter, and that took about 40 minutes, guys. All the way around 100%. So support me in the comments. Don't support her. She's probably watching and laughing upstairs. This is also the same person that when I asked her for a sesame seed yesterday to print on based upon some question in the comments that I got a WTF out of. So, guys, keep the comments fun and engaging. We really do appreciate it. Bold reflections here just for you, sir, as well. Your audience contemplating whether I should... Hold on, we lost you. Contemplating whether I should share this wonderful UV printer test. Okay, prepare to be amazed while answering a repeated question. Listen, all right. I will happily answer any and all of your guys' questions. If I already answered it earlier in the stream, chances are if I need to put time into it, I'm not going to answer it again. But if it's a quick one, I will. All right, Connie. Hey, Rich. Bertha is only a TS, so no biggie for us here. Awesome. That's good to hear. Hopefully it doesn't all of a sudden ramp up to a Category 5 within the next 24 hours, kind of like something did back in 2005. Bold reflections. Have Beth locate that roll of aluminum foil. It's easier than finding a sesame seed. Jeez Louise. My goodness gracious. You guys are ruthless tonight. All right. Let's get her scan. Let's try. Now that we did a reset. Will we cooperate, or am I going to be beating my head against the wall and answering every question for the next hour and a half? Let's see. I love you all dearly, but technology sometimes is my bane of existence, and that has been my day today. And I don't know why, and maybe I just have some like ambiance or something going on with me. Everything's gone perfectly fine today, except for the fact that I drove through about 2.5 hours of pure just torrential downpours trying to get back home after servicing a customer, guys. These things happen. And that's okay. Alrighty, let's minimize this while we're waiting on that. Go back to your guys' comment. Nope, that's right. You were not my wife. Am I sure I'm not an auctioneer? Yes. There is somebody in the xTool ecosystem that definitely can speak like an auctioneer, and I accuse them of it all the time, and I love them dearly. Can I see the lenticular print you printed out? I must have missed it when you showed it. Yes. Yes, Arlene, it is. Let me put my camera back on while that's actually doing its thing. Jeez, yeah. So I might have to get rid of the studio screen so I can show you this. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear. All right. Here is the lenticular that we did earlier. Okay. It's 20 images. The reflection's really making it really rough here, guys, but this is the Earth rotating on its axes in there. Took about 5.5 minutes, give or take, after the generator was done. Did really good. Like really good. I was actually very surprised. And you can run your lenticulars on the horizontal or on the vertical axes. You guys can dictate that in the program itself. For sure. All right. Did we get a scan? Yes, we did. Oh my goodness gracious. Sweet. See, I had to unplug my computer and I had to plug it back in. So now let's go and we'll bring Studio in here to be larger. Not the comments. There it is. Go. So sweet. Here we go. All right, guys. Studio. So this is here. So we have our piece of basswood plywood. We are going to go ahead and we're going to mock up another manual print and cut workflow. Again, guys, I'm going to show this to you guys manually because I want you guys to all realize that no matter what you have, whether it's xTool lasers, other lasers, of course, xTool lasers are going to be the pinnacle of what you want to work with this ecosystem. show you that you guys could set up this workflow very easily and still be able to utilize it for your everyday purposes, guys. Print and cut is absolutely amazing when it works 100%, no problem. But, if you're not part of the xTool ecosystem or maybe not in a compatible machine, this is something you can very manually set up very easily, within, say, 2 minutes or so. So I'm going to come right over here. We're going to import a photo into our canvas. Let's find the castle. Where's my castle? Hey, there it is. Let's import that in there just because this is a puzzle I haven't done. You guys, I like to bring everything on keep size just because it maintains all of that picture quality, in my opinion. Oh, and you know what I can show you guys too? Not that it necessarily matters because I'm going to make it smaller, but I want to show you guys the smart masking features, right? So we can run an extraction on our canvas here. So essentially pick out our working area, which being this would be the piece of basswood plywood, and it's going to highlight that entire region for us 100%, as you see right there, to know what we are working on, and we're going to hit apply. Okay. Now, in theory, if I wanted to smart mask this, I could drag this photo over here, and guess what? It is going to cut off any of the unprintable area by what you dictate. Totally amazing, right? Super cool. But for all intents and purposes, I'm going to shrink this down just enough to make sure that I can get on my piece of plywood here, okay? And then I'm going to give myself, and I'm going to try this tonight with just 2 little marks. Last night I did 4 little marks, but we're going to do this with 2 little marks to see how our cameras are in the P3 on a manual print and cut flow. So, all right, here we go. We got it all set, done, ready to rock and roll. We're going to be going on there. Scroll this down. We got 1 white layer, 1 color layer going down. We're going to go to, whoop, we lost it. We're going to go into process, and here we go. We're going to calculate this right now, again, on an 1/8-inch piece of basswood plywood, guys. Really nice piece here. We're going to turn this into a puzzle. You call me old, ancient, whatever you want. I like puzzles, okay? You can make fun of me in the comments. No problem. It's going to be 23 minutes, 36 seconds to make this print. Again, it's pretty relatively large print, guys. We're going to look at the estimated cost here. It tells what we're looking at. Okay, got my little registration marks on there, too. As you can see, not exactly the most symmetrical, but I'm doing this on purpose to show you guys that the print and cut workflow, even in a manual setup with little marks that you make yourself, will work. Guys, this whole print is going to be 24.97 cents. So 25 cents. 25 cents. You can go sell this puzzle in your market for probably 10, 15 bucks, guys. Huge profit potential. All right. Coming into print, going to go ahead and heat up the ceramic heaters and the print heads. Again, I have a mini split right on this, so it might take just a couple minutes extra, but we'll take care of itself, and we will be ready to rock and roll. So while that is going to be printing here momentarily, guys, let me make this the bigger screen, and we have the chat. This is your guys' floor for Q&A. Q&A, anything on the Omni. Go ahead and start firing it off right now. I'm going to back up here just to review anything that I may have missed. We'll go from there. Okay, let's see. About any image format will work. JPEG, PNG, PDF, SVG. Yes, Gramps, that is correct. Hey, it was nice talking to you in the Discord earlier there, bud. And also nice to meet you virtually. To see my ugly mug here. Yes, cartridges are very reasonable. That is correct. DDTC TSV. Yep, Abby, you're correct. Beth, well, I'm sorry. I'm always going to call you Beth. I'm sorry. Guys, Abby's Attic Creations, Beth August Moon Morse, absolutely an amazing person, great demo room host, great Pro Hub host, has tons and tons and tons of great content all over YouTube and stuff, guys. But of course, definitely don't, shortfall that for anybody else that's out there. You've got myself. I'm kidding. You got myself, her, Mark Beers, Bev Pennington, Ryan Razor, Jacob Romero, Ben Henry, Anmar, Omar Elise, and I'm probably missing a whole bunch, but guys, everybody, so many great assets out there, all spread out through the entire United States. Utilize them. They are your people, guys. So, all right, let's see here. Print a full color image directly onto foil tape. Bold reflections. Are you going to send me the roll? Because I don't have it. Yep, let's see. Carissa, I'm getting the dual version. I ran a laser cut light business. I'm excited to use this for coloring my lights. I use a window privacy foam for diffusing the lights and wanted to print directly on the film. Do you think I'll need an ad promoter? It may depend upon the surface. Honestly, material testing is going to be your best option there just to make sure that you're A-okay. What was the mystery item that they teased before? Was it the Omni box? E36, I can't answer that question because everything was revealed. I'm not too sure exactly what you're referring to. And or yes, we do have an Omni box here, but you know, there was so much going on in such short time, and I mean, xTool's marketing was fantastic for it. It was great to get all that stuff out there, but I don't know the exact item that you're asking about there. Tommy Ditz, big difference from competitors' pricing and quality. Yes, indeed. Arlene, super cute. Awesome. Thank you so much. Tommy Ditz. Also, please make sure I'm going to put it back up here so you guys can have the QR code while it's printing as we just came on. You get enter to win a set of UV inks for your printer as well. Make sure you guys enter on that QR code there. If you're on a smartphone, take a screen cap, press and hold on it in your Photos app, and we'll emulate the URL out for you guys. So we are currently printing right now. Hello, I saw us at Open Sauce. It's amazing. I want one so bad. Tommy Mendez, right now is your time. Pre-launch pricing is absolutely amazing. Make sure that you hit that QR code over there first. Go ahead and enter there, and then go and make your purchase, man. I'm telling you, you're going to really regret it if you don't do it right now. If you need financing option, guys, you've got Affirm, which has had a ton of 0% approvals lately. You've got Affirm, you've got ClickLease, you've got PayPal, you've got CityPay, you've got ShopPay, you've got... I'm sure I'm missing something. If you got the add-on in your browser, you got ZipPay, you got all that stuff, guys. Definitely take advantage of those things. But I'm telling you right now, the Affirm with the 0%, if you can get it and qualify for it, do it. Omniance. Yes, it is its own Omniance. Rich, just like the third time now, people think that that's when you know we make a good team. Fair. Maybe explain the choke to people so they know why it says 0.05%. Okay, guys, the lighting choke, so it's just like the apparel printer. I mean, if you don't have the apparel printer, then I can explain a little bit, I guess, in simplified terms. So basically, whenever you're running multi-layer printing, guys, so multi-layer meaning that you're running a white... I'm taking the hat off for this one because I got a headache. Sorry. So whenever you're running the multi-layers and stuff, so we have a white layer going down, then we have a color ink layer going down. So, you know, the same for the UV printer versus the apparel printer. Basically, you know, you have a white ink layer going down. You want to make sure you're choking in or kind of rescinding that white ink layer there before your color ink layer goes down on top of it. That way you don't get any kind of like ghosting or any kind of, you know, outside edges and stuff, you know, so on and so forth. Of course, your machine alignment, your calibrations play a huge part in that as well. You know, but that is exactly what that is. And I'm going to move my face down here so I'm not covered with all that text, even though you guys probably want to cover up my ugly face. It's okay. So that's exactly what that is. So we do have it choked back 0.05 millimeters right now. We're a pretty well calibrated machine. You know, but you can really choke it back even further if you want to, you know, for some of those like finite detail stuff. Like, it just really depends. So as long as your guys' graphics and your artwork is like super good and clean, that white ink choke really doesn't matter whatsoever. If you're printing pure white, you could just make it 0 because you don't want to choke any of that back. Virginia, this is so cool. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. See, bold reflections. Foil tape, CMYK mode, no flexible ink, UV print on metal, print on reflective surface, stick a spray on surface after wrapping around a curved surface, or fold a corner. Bold reflections, what kind of UV printer are you using? Just tell us right now, all right? I'm curious now. You got me curious. And or reach out to me personally because I got questions for you. So you can find me on Facebook, Rich Giannicora, Forge Supply Company. Take your pick. Omni printer makers, Omni printer owner or users for sure. Let's see. Blanca Moon, how big is it? Do I need a standalone table? Totally up to you. So I'd say you're probably about 20 inches ish or so high. Probably about 28 to 30 inches wide. Your overall depth maximized between the rotary and the roll feeder and the laminar with doors opening, you need 44 inches front to back. Standalone table, no, not necessary. Mine is on a table with a very large, heavy, and what I call Big Betty. That's my 3D printer. She's Big Betty, and she vibrates a lot. It does not impact the Omni whatsoever, guys. Try, tested, true. Beth can attest to that and tell you in the comments. That thing shakes a ton. Doesn't bother it one bit. Can I try to print CDR inkjet printable next time? That's like super specific, and I don't actually have it here. But if you want to mail me one, yeah, sure, I'll definitely material test it for you. Yeah, about that can. Yeah, we'll bring it back. It's here. We'll throw some lights on. Oh, yeah. Well, it is rotating. The QR code's blocking it right now, but we'll throw some lights on it for you guys. That was like super, 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 super cool. Tommy Long, pre-sale vouchers. You are so at the actual pre-launch price, to my knowledge, either Saturday or next Wednesday. I don't have that confirmation on the date. I've been trying to get it for you guys. So either Saturday or next Wednesday, based upon the current sale that's going on. The voucher itself for like the add-ons and the goodies and stuff like that, that stuff's good for 77 days. So Beth is correct for that. 77 days from the start or from the start of final payment. But you know, in terms of like the actual like launch pricing, lock-in stuff like that, it's either this Saturday or next Wednesday. Again, I don't have the clarification on that, guys. I'm super sorry. Either way, don't wait. Just if you're gonna do it, do it. I mean, you're really you're gambling with, you know, your own savings at that point. And like I said, I'm not a content creator. I'm a business owner, guys. I'm giving you guys just the real world, honestly, truthfully. Tabitha, I got it firm 0% for 18 months, 255 a month. That's great. Awesome. Bold Reflections, print a Mylar balloon for your daughter. Nice short, quick viewer demo. I don't have a Mylar balloon here at all. If you want to send me one, I'll do it and I'll post a video of it. But I do not have one here. And or I can maybe peek on Amazon and or find one. But guys, full transparency. Come Friday through next Tuesday, I'm gonna be at the beach. All right. So I love you all dearly, and I'll answer all your questions as much as I possibly can. But come Friday, I'm checked out for a little bit. So absolutely much deserved. How does the Omni compensate for UV dot gain and satellite droplets on different substrate surface and energies? Is it handled in the RIP, printhead waveform, or closed-loop calibration? Melissa, that is an incredibly complex question, but I love it. I love it. You're going to make me think, right? So UV dot gain satellite droplets on different substrates and surface energies. So basically, here's the thing, right? So there will be a full material library that will be set in Studio at some point. Right now, I'm in a test version, so no matter what I put in there, those compensations and stuff are just not going to be kind of at play yet right now. You know, but that will be eventually loaded into the material library so we know what all is going on, how those compensations are for those different surface energies and stuff like that. I love the question. So essentially, Studio becomes the RIP software for what you want to do, right? Your printhead waveform is dictated by what Studio is going to put out to it. Your closed-loop calibrations are all taken care of by your initial calibrations of the machine, and of course, what the machine is going to be running. And then it's multiple processing modes. So your mini bed, your standard bed, your O1 rotary, eventually the roll feed, the laminator, all that stuff. So everything comes together. It all talks together in G code, and boom, right? So, you know, that's the best way that I can answer that for you right now. Super technical. I love it. Fantastic question. I'm happy to expand on it more for you down the road. Contact me personally, okay? Everybody needs dang Mylar balloons. Guys, I don't have them here, but if you guys want to gift me on Amazon, send it. I'll do it. And I'll post it sometime next week. And or maybe I'll peek. But I don't have it tonight. All right. Can you explain when you would want to use DTG instead of DTF and vice versa? Well, Jessica, it depends. If you want to go direct to garment, totally up to you. You're going to lose a lot of your color vibrancy and all that stuff, but you're going to be essentially dyeing the fibers in the garment. DTF is your heat transfer. Your DTF heat transfer, essentially, also same thing. You're kind of pushing and embedding those pigments into the fibers, but just a little bit of a texturing difference there, right? But a lot of that has to do with your guys' preparation, your surface preparation, and your pressing, and your or like what type of press that you're using, and your process, and all that mess. Everybody does it a little bit differently. We use a hydraulic heat press here that does over 2,000 pounds of pressure, and we use natural duck canvas. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, you can't even tell that it's DTF. So again, it's really dependent upon what you do for sure. Jamie Jorgensen, did I say 44 inches for doors open, clearance for the doors of the bed? 44 inches. So depending on what you're working with, right? So if your table, you need to be able to put this thing flat, okay? I have mine hanging down. It's not ideal, and I have it like that on purpose because we are an active shop, and I have a bunch of work and stuff staged on my big giant table behind me. So I have it pulled forward. So, but if that door was completely up and you had your back door completely down, yes, 44 inches is what you need. Greg, make sure you hit that QR code and drop your email there. Have I printed on golf balls, and how's it handle the curve of the golf ball? Same thing I'm printing on barrels, pens. Thanks, Steve. Great question. So about 1 inch by 1 inch is good on golf balls, and that's really pushing the limits for curve compensation. Pens, you can definitely get that finite text and all that, depending upon the pen and the barrel and all that mess. You know, we can try. I'll try one later. I got a bunch of G2 sitting on the desk that I don't care about, and I'm just going to use them anyway, so it don't make a difference to me. We'll try it. You know, we were playing with curve compensation on wine bottles and stuff yesterday, purposely on a 1.5 liter here, guys. As you can see, this text was very large. We had some overspray issues. We were at 2.25 inch. We'll try the other side here a little bit later tonight. We'll go down to 1.5 inches, see if we get a really good vibe there. Hey guys, unfortunately, I have to leave you guys for about like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm terribly sorry. So we're gonna let the Omni print. I'll be right back with you guys here in about 2 minutes, okay? So just hang tight, let the Omni print. Please drop your guys' commentary. We'll or keep answering them along the way, okay? Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Appreciate all you guys for sure. All right, let's take a look at the commentary. Oh yeah, we're getting color. That definitely looks like Cinderella's castle. Yep, you can call me Disney on it. That's fine. Okay. All right. Let's see. Printing on golf balls. How's it? Yeah, we did the golf balls. Yep. So we already answered that. So we're good. That man needs a vacay. Yes, that man needs a vacay, and he's gonna get it Friday at 4 p.m. Guys, out to Cape May. We're out. All right. Let's see. Cormethia Walls. Make sure you hit that QR code there to enter for the giveaway. All right. Let's see, Abby. Rich, I got some golf balls. You want to send me to send some? So I did play around earlier, guys. I don't. The jig. I think I took it inside. It's probably over by my F2 UV because I was doing some other stuff on the other side, guys. But yes, the printer will definitely print golf balls, no problem. Like I said, 1 inch by 1 inch is about your limitation, just because of the curve compensation. Okay, what xTool lasers is compatible with the workflow? Right now, definitely the P3, the P2S for sure. I do believe some of the F series will be in there. More to come on that, guys. I'm doing a manual workflow for what I'm doing to show you guys tonight, just show that no matter what laser that you have, we can totally do this for sure. So when are these things getting shipped? Right now, we are looking, looks to be starting to ship here late August. And I do believe that some of the timeline, depending upon what you're ordering, your variant, so on and so forth, you'd be getting into early October at this point. Okay? All right. Lorraine, Ohio. Castile, how are you? Marva Crafts. Again, make sure you hit that QR code over there. It's the over there. I keep getting that mirrored. Hit that QR code over there for sure. Put your email in there. That's where you enter. Okay. Thanks, Beth. Appreciate the note. The extra inks will be a 12-month shelf life, Cindy. Okay. Let's see. 3 vouchers for ink. We need for them to use within days of order. No, they're good for a while. If it's like anything else that xTool has done, you're good for at least 6 months to a year on them. On that. More than likely. So, nice, beautiful laydown right now on the basketball plywood, guys. We'll make another puzzle out of this because, again, just showing that kind of manual print-to-cut workflow. Again, once it's automated, a little bit easier. But the fact I'll be able to take this out of here, pop it in my P3, set it up. It'll take 2 minutes, and then we'll go from there. And I will remember to switch the camera tonight so I don't get called out in the comments 35 times. All right? Berlin, Austria, how do I connect with the sales rep using ClickLease? You can reach out to me privately. Use my name, Facebook, at Rich Giannacora, or Forge and Thread Supply Company. And then, or you can find me on the xTool O1 Omni Printer makers and users groups as well. We'll be able to help you out. So that's the best way. Get you in the right place, okay? Beth Lenticular, I found that as of right now, Amazon is a pretty reliable source for what we actually need for this machine. Guys, any lenticular that you guys are looking at is going to be 75 LPI. 75, 75, not 67, 75 LPI. We'll see if anyone cracks 67 comment. Too old to do this. How do you cut lenticular material? What I was playing with earlier, they're all pre-cut blanks, to be honest with you. But I'm assuming you could probably cut it like anything else on a CO2 laser, good and clean, like acrylics. At least that's kind of the composition that I believe that it may be. Yeah. Chuck Squires, late August shipping. So after your vacation, you were going to do 30 more live events. You may see some stuff on my own accord. I'm sure I'll have one here and there with xTool, but definitely not along the lines of 30, guys. I got to put my focus back in my own business and my family and my kids and stuff. So definitely not 30. We'll have some here and there. I do promise that. But I want to caution you guys, okay? There are plenty of other amazing xTool hosts that you guys are going to hear from over the course of the next 30 days with this machine. Plenty of them. All right. You started your first 3 nights with Bev Pennington. You had your next 3 nights with me. Okay. I'm sure there will be a break for a little bit. And then you'll have some more pickup here from some of the other hosts out there. I'm sure we'll see some focus on the UV and DT model for sure. Okay. I'm sure that Bev will be back. I'm sure that I'll be back. If you don't like me, find another. I'm kidding. But you know, she'll be back. I'll probably be back. You'll see some of the other hosts and stuff that are out there. My God, I got a horrible calic over here. But you know, we're all here for you guys. So, you know, of course, launch week, it's damning, it's tough. We're here. There's lots of questions. We want to show you guys everything and be able to answer all your questions and stuff. But you know, there comes a point where, you know, everybody needs just a little break, right? But happy to help. Nate, is the drawing during the live? No, you'll be notified within 48 hours. xTool does their own thing some way, somehow. They somehow go through the composition list of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of names, and they figure it out from there. So you'll find out within 48 hours. I can personally attest to the fact that I have actually been selected based on prior lives from other hosts, like way back when. So they are real. It is real. You will be notified, okay? Beth, I'll be doing lives when mine comes in. You know we're going to go for a little made-to-make combo there, right? We'll have the dueling Omnis. Jennifer, I know it depends on use, but if you could estimate how much should someone expect to spend in 6 months or a year with ink, maintenance boxes, printer heads, I know my embroidery machine needs needles, a $200 service oil, etc. Well, Jennifer, if you got a whole bunch of 7511 sharps, you can send them over to Pittsburgh, PA 15215. We'll take care of them. No, I'm kidding. We go through those quite a bit here. A lot of that's going to be based really wholly subjective on your guys' use, right? So, as with any piece of machinery that is out there, there's a wear and tear and a maintenance component. You know, so of course, it is recommended that within, say, 6 months to 12 months, depending upon your use and all, that you would have to replace the print head in this machine. Okay. Again, subjective to your use. All right. So you want to factor for that. So the print heads are $3.99 a piece. These Epson heads, you know, and that's a pretty good price for an Epson head, guys. You know, they're decent heads. Those are the heads that are designed with the proper dampers and banks and ink channels and stuff for this particular machine. So you got to factor that. They are a normal wear and tear item for sure. All right. So you got to factor that. Of course, your inks based upon your guys' consumption and usage. This machine probably has about 12 hours of runtime, 13 hours of runtime on it at this point. We'll show it here later in device health. I haven't had any movement in my inks whatsoever. The moisturizing liquids are still full. The wasting tank is still showing relatively empty, you know, so on and so forth. So probably not that much in terms of use, waste, anything like that. So I would say very economical, cost-friendly, stuff like that. So, yeah, but of course, yes, you want to factor those down the road items. Bold reflections. I'm here for the DTG, lacking that I return for the sincerity of your... Oh, thank you. Presentation. So, thank you. The DTG things, you guys will be seeing that here pretty soon. So, all right, we are coming down. Oh, my goodness. This is gorgeous, guys. Ugh. I don't even want to put this in the P3. I just want to cut it out and throw it wherever. So, I'll show you guys on the big camera. Don't pull it in. Oh, come on. All right. Hit our button. Our button will come back out for us, guys. And by all that is holy... Now, this is a picture that I took. So, if you screen cap it, I don't give you the rights to use it, okay? Look at that. Absolutely just beautiful. Cinderella's Castle. This was 7:05 in the morning. Rope drop, Magic Kingdom. Nobody there at all. We just took this back in June, guys. Amazing photo. Look at that print quality. Again, on basswood plywood. And guess what? We're going to turn this into a puzzle. I like puzzles. You can call me old. It's fine. I won't be mad. Beth is probably picking on me. She's laughing secretly, or her TV's muted because she's good for that. So, all right, guys, we're going to take my laptop here. We're going to go over to the P3. I will tap you guys in on that. So we get the monitoring cameras on the P3, which is amazing for this, for what we're going to do. So I'm going to set you guys down for a moment, okay? So put you guys right here. And I have to pull my honeycomb out, and we're going to take our Artemis rocket out. that you guys had seen last night. I'll show it again because I haven't pulled it out yet, but it's going to have to come out for what I want to do right now. Okay. Going to the big camera. Here is Artemis 2, guys. The Great American Feat for 2026. Artemis 2. What an amazing rocket, an amazing photo. We printed that last night and turned it into a puzzle. And we are going to take and turn Cinderella's castle into a puzzle as well. And I can give that to my daughter. That way she's got something to do and quit knocking on my shop door while I'm talking to you guys. So let me take, and I'm going to put Artemis into a box. I don't think you guys want a 5-year-old crashing a live stream on something that's super cool. As much as I love her dearly, we would get nothing done. All right, we got our puzzle. Our puzzle is officially boxed from Artemis, and we are on to Cinderella's castle. So, put my honeycomb back in my P3. So, guys, I'm showing you this to you guys on the P3. The P3 is going to definitely be integrated in the automated print and cut workflow for sure. We are not modeling that tonight because it's not active in studio as of yet. But for all intents and purposes, I just want to show you guys the accuracy of the scan camera on the Omni. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut the graphic off here for just a moment here, and I'm going to bring the I'm going to cut the chat off also for a moment. I got called a dinosaur. That's okay. We'll let it happen. That's fine. All right. So back into studio here. So we show that we are complete. And to show you guys just a manual workflow. So again, if you guys are on a P2 or just really into the unsupported machines, or if you're on your own third-party brand, whatever, depending on what program that you're working in, I'm going to take a copy of this here, and I'm going to come right over here into another tab for a project. Okay. We're going to default to the Omni. We're going to switch to our P3, which is what we're on right now. Okay. Which, by the way, guys, P3 80-watt CO2 is the flagship of the CO2 lasers for xTool. What an amazing machine. As you can see, even look at that. My laptop, my hand, all that mess right in the print bed there. Definitely not the way that we want to go with this, right? So I'm going to pull that out of there so I can actually get a nice, beautiful distance measurement of what we're actually working with. So we're going to take and click, and we are going to go right over our workpiece. It's going to go over and take a precise measurement for us. Okay. Knows what we're working with, are 1.488 inches. I'm going to go ahead and change my material. We're going to go to 3mm bass plywood. So we got that in there. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a paste of what I just did. Okay. And I'm going to bring it right on over here, and I'm going to zoom in, right? So we're going to use our dots for our alignment. Now, guys, this is just looking at the bed view camera from the P3. Okay. Basing on that, based on the scan camera from the Omni, pretty deadly accurate, but we're going to go ahead and I'll take a close shot because I want you guys to see just how accurate that the scan camera of the Omni is, okay? So if we're doing this in a manual workflow, this is how we're going to find this, right? So look at that. As you can see, our dot there, super close to our bed camera. I could have let that rip, no problem. But, I made over 10 of them, so I'm going to make myself just a little bit more centered to what I'm happy with on there. So we're going to go right there. Boom, all set, ready to rock and roll, guys. So, very happy with that. Over here, yeah, I can see a little bit of deviation, but we don't have a close shot camera there. We use close shot camera over here. So we should be A-okay. So we come back over here, do a double click. We're going to delete the close view, no problem. And we are set to take those dots. We're going to shut that output off, okay? And we're also going to shut the output off on the puzzle. All right, now here's what we're going to do. So we got to remember our size, 8.25 by 11, okay? 8.25 by 11. So we're going to come over here to our useful tools and generators, and we're going to turn around, and we are going to make a puzzle out of this one. Puzzle, where are we at? Where's my generator? Oh, did I get an update today? Did I lose something? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Either that or I'm really blind. Oh, there it is, puzzle. So, all right, guys, you can pick on me in the comments. That's fine. We'll get to it here at some point. So we can come down here. We can dictate our rows and columns and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go 12 by 12. We'll leave the piece size the way that it is, tab size the way that it is. You can pick your shapes and all that mess if you want to. You can do rectangles, hearts, circles, whatever you want to do. So we're just going to leave it on rectangle for now. Put any borders, any of that stuff, and then we're going to do our import to canvas. Okay. So boom. Here's our puzzle. This is what we're working with. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to close this window out right here. Okay, so I got total control over this right now. So I'm going to go, I'm going to resize from 8.25 by 11. So I'm going to resize this to 8.25. And then we're going to break our length for our proportioning and we're going to go to 11. So 11, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my photo here. So we're going to look at our X, 2194, and our Y, 3.184. So 2194, 3.184. 21.94, 3.184, right? So that's what should be looking at. 21.94, 3.184. Perfect. Okay, so now our cut is the only thing that we're worried about right now. Again, see, look at that. 2-3 minutes, okay, manual print and cut. Totally set it up on any of the xTool lasers or any of the other lasers that are out there. But that's how we just set this up here on the P3. Okay, so we're going to go to process. I'm going to shut my lid right now. Okay. As you can see, it's telling us we want to make sure that we do have our nozzle installed. And then we're going to hit start. And we are going to go ahead and I'm going to hit my button here to start processing. And while that is, you guys can see you're going to have some live monitoring on the P3 showing you that we are making our cut on our puzzle. So again, print and cut manual workflow, guys. So of course you can do an automated workflow if you choose to do so, no problem. But manual workflows are totally possible on this machine for sure. So, alrighty, back to the commentary while we are cutting for sure. So I'm gonna back this one up. Okay, puzzles, awesome. Yep, we do love puzzles. Oh, Beth's on the Cape right now. I'll be at Cape May here on Friday, and probably nowhere near you. Let's see, Beth, I'm imagining you during your maps in color. Yes, 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 yes. Beth is rolling through DC area now, too. Where? That's news to me. Let's see. This is amazing. Awesome, Mary. Thank you so much. Aaron for UK. If you're old, some of us are dinosaurs. I'm a dinosaur. I'm right there with you. I'm not as young as you think. If you haven't already, make a depth map of your Magic Castle photo and do a 3D lenticular print. We did lenticulars earlier. We already showed that. So for all intents and purposes of some of the projects we're doing tonight, I'm not going to do another one at the moment, but we did show how we did that, Josh. I'm not going to be here with you guys as long as I have in the last couple lives. All right, let's see. Beth, I most definitely will be doing maps in color. Also, my police badges will be much easier too. Awesome. Oh, hey, my dog crashed my lives. Jeez, those dogs. Okay, I also have a video coming out tomorrow about doing the powder coat paint on the P3 with all my settings and everything. Okay. Let's see, we have 3F series lasers. We plan to use the framing feature. See whispers. Yes, awesome. Definitely use your framing for sure. Let's see, too old to do this. Did she do the puzzle you made for her? We started. Haven't got there. She's only 5 minutes. She can't do it all. Let's see. Okay, yes, I know. Use the search bar. It's a little bit blind, guys. I'm sorry. On Lenticular, did I just import a picture and then let AI generate the images? So I imported a total of 20 images and used the Lenticular generator, and it took care of it for me. Jesse Malloy, love Cape May, South Jersey native here. Enjoy your time. Yep, we'll be there Friday. I can't wait. 4 p.m. on Friday. Can't come soon enough. Oh, Louise. All right, guys, you can see the P3 is definitely processing for us right now, doing a nice print and cut, nice little puzzle, looking absolutely fantastic on Cinderella's castle. Again, guys, so the automated print and cut workflows, they will be built into Studio. You may be able to do anything. You know, of course, I've been kind of honing in on puzzles here lately because, well, the things I'm making to show you guys is kind of things we'll probably use here that I'm not actually junking and wasting, right? Because we don't want to be wasteful. You know, but obviously lots and lots and lots of capabilities, things you guys can do with these machines and stuff. I have not played in terms of print and cut as far as acrylic and stuff goes. I know I got that question last night. I just have not got there right now. So, you know, good stuff, good stuff. Next gen. Hey, Rich, you rock. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I really appreciate the kind words. Not everybody thinks that. So definitely appreciate that. Hey, guys, while you're at it here, if you guys can give this live stream, no matter where you are, if you give it a thumbs up, a heart, a share, any of that, you know, it really helps us out. If you guys can tag me, even better. Totally appreciate you guys all the way through and through for everything on these things. You know, we're here to kind of help you guys along your guys' creative journey, show you these guys' new machines and what they can do, and go from there. Also, always, I know somebody called me out last night on I don't have my CO2 canister or my P3. We cut tons and tons of flammable materials, but as you can see, I am literally standing in front of it, monitoring. We do that on purpose because we don't need a fire suppression going off every single day. So that's what we got going on right now. Largest size item it'll print on, that would be 13 inches wide by 16.5 inches long. We did measure the height the other day. I do believe the official number was 8 1/8 at max, giving a little bit of room for the LiDARs to do their thing. We can double check that a little bit later. Is that black aluminum? Can a blank that was printed? If you're referring to some of the things that are floating around here that I've showed you guys, I've done a lot of black opaque acrylic, in addition to some coated metals and stuff like that. So, on curved surfaces, how far down off the center will it print? So we did a 1.5 liter wine bottle yesterday. We did that print at 2 1/4 on our text. And it has some overspray. I'm going to try it again here tonight. That'll be my next project. We're going to try it again here tonight at 1.5 inches and see if that works pretty good, and go from there. So, all right, guys, our print and cut is done here on the P3. I'm going to pull the honeycomb out. I'll show it on the big camera so you guys can see it. Now, the camera is on. I know the camera is on this time. You guys called me out last night for it like 35 times, okay? So I'm going to set you guys over here. Let me get it. I'll put it on the big camera. So, again, we are going to show the official print and cut out of the P3 on some basswood plywood, Cinderella's Castle, all right? And I'm going to pull the whole honeycomb out to show you guys because obviously I don't want the entire puzzle to fall apart. So, as you can see by my registration marks, look at that. Cinderella's Castle, beautiful puzzle, nice, beautiful print and cut, very accurate, no unprinted surfaces. Totally there. My daughter's going to love that. Or I'm sure that a piece will be lost, and then we'll find it on the floor, and then it's just as bad as Legos when they get into your foot. So, if anybody else is a parent, you know exactly to a T what I am talking about. So again, guys, manual print and cut workflows, no matter what laser that you have, or if it's not a supported laser in the xTool ecosystem for that, built into Studio, you can still do it. And it takes a whole 2 minutes to set up. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think of that. Questions, comments, concerns, anything. Is it awesome? Let us know. That's what I want to see. So, you know, I like the engagement from you guys. That's what keeps these things going. No engagement, I'm not here. So, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the commentary for sure. For sure. Yara Marilla, we're going to run another one on the wine bottle. That was a very specific shade of red that I ran last night. And I believe I just did that in a 1-in-1, or it might have been 1 white and 2 red. But I'm going to shrink my size down here, and we're going to try to do... we're going to go down from 2 1/4 to 1.5 inches and see if that gives us what we need without the overspray. Again, that was on a 1.5 liter bottle as well. So... let's see, that black aluminum can is a Pepsi can that you printed on yesterday. Are you sure that it's Pepsi? I don't know if it's Pepsi. I'm kidding. We already told you guys that yesterday. The great debate, though, Pepsi versus Coke, that totally gave us tons of engagement yesterday. You know, the comments were flying more yesterday than we had today, guys. We are totally here for you guys. I just want to hear from you guys. Drop your thoughts, issues, questions, comments, concerns, anything in the comments, guys. That's what keeps it going. That's what keeps it, you know, exciting for us. You know, if you guys aren't engaging, it makes it harder. So definitely engage. Yep, I can make it any color that I did yesterday. All right. Well, while I'm setting this up here, guys, to do the wine bottle again, let's have the great debate. Coke versus Pepsi. What's better? Drop it in the comments. Let's hear it. I'm sure somebody from xTool's going, what is going on right now? So, all right, we're going to go ahead and we will drop that wine bottle in here. Now, we found out yesterday I do need to use some frog tape to my advantage, so we're going to do that again. That way we've got great marking. Okay, some nice, beautiful 3D printed fixtures. Alan Zeinreich, if you were with us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Got some 3D printed fixtures. Guys, there is a key difference between fixtures and jigs. My friend Alan definitely gave that information to me back in Vegas earlier this year. If you guys know who Alan is, he is the literal laser guru. And he's also is a xTool demo host, an absolutely fantastic person. That man knows so much about lasers; it's unreal. Yeah, Alan Zeinreich, huge amount of information that I got off of him back at CES in January of this year, guys. So. Also, if you guys are anywhere near or in the Texas area or going to be around for the Next Level Maker Conference at the end of August, August 27th through 29th, you can find myself. I will be down there. Beth Morse will be down there too as well. We are not exhibiting with xTool, but we will physically be there at the conference. Some of our counterparts will definitely be exhibiting with xTool as well. So lots and lots of good stuff there. But Next Level Maker Conference, 8/27 through 8/29. And then I do believe also coming up very shortly, you'll have Fab 26 in Boston. xTool will have some booth space there as well. So definitely check that out. Some great conferences that are going on right now. So guys, I'm going to use some frog tape here on the surface. I know you're staring at my back on the camera there, but that's just because I'm trying to do my marking on the surface here. Just so when I run my scan on the camera, I can see where we are. And that's just because some of these things where we have some of those liquids, translucent liquids, they don't show up very fantastic on the scan camera. And that is to be expected. That's not an anomaly. That is totally normal, guys. Okay. So just using some green frog tape. Of course, yellow frog tape if you don't want to impact your labels whatsoever. So we got that in there. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull up Studio here so you guys can look at this with us. Okay. And so let's get out of our puzzle because we're well spent and done on that. And let's see if I'll just go to a brand new Omni tab. What the heck? Let's do this. So brand new tab for the Omni. Well, let's get out of the P3. We're still over there. See, they work great with each other. They're both there, right? So we're gonna scan our surface here to get a good look at what we're looking at on the wine bottle. Again, we ran at 2¼ wide on the text yesterday. We're gonna go at 1.5 today. I think it's gonna give us a much better result for what we want. So scanning currently going on there. So we get our surface in studio. While it's going on, check your guys' commentary there. I'm gonna put your guys' graphic back up so that you guys can enter to win those UV inks. Definitely enter there, guys, for sure. So pull the commentary back up. Oh boy. RJ Flores, make sure you hit that QR code there to enter to win for sure. Okay. Nope, Beth, Pepsi Superior, sorry. Am I going to sell the STL or fixtures? I can't say one way or another. I'm not allowed to self-promote on these lives, guys, in terms of any sales or anything like that for anything outside of xTool. Yeah, I would say just stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of information coming down the line for this machine, for sure. You know, you can follow me. That's about all that I could say on that realm. Okay. Not sure if this has already been asked, but I have a P2 and ordered Omni. How can I do print and cut? I assume it will need to cut and shape first on P2, then print. Kevin, so again, like I just did with the P3 there, and I totally modeled it on the P3 for a manual print and cut workflow. Any of the machines you can do this, totally capable. Takes you about 2 to 3 minutes to actually set it up, and you'll be ready to rock and roll. No problem. See, Beth also, I plan on stopping in at Fab 26 on 20th for a very short time. Yep, not me. I will be at the beach and then preparing for Maker Day, guys. Maker Day, we will have a Maker Day for the Omni. If you guys are anywhere even remotely close to the Pittsburgh area, or if you want to drive and come in person, we will have a central location here that we will be doing a Maker Day hosting for the Omni, the O1 Omni. I will probably take my P3 there in addition to probably one other machine. Haven't decided yet what I'm going to do to be able to, show you guys, kind of the print and cut workflows and some different things and so on and so forth. So some of the Maker Days for the Omni are coming up here this next weekend. Lots of great people out there. I think there's like 5 or 6 different cohorts that are doing that. Mine will be the following weekend. I don't know if anyone else is going to be at that point with me, but if you guys are anywhere in or around or near the Pittsburgh area, or if you want to drive and come and meet me and visit and see the machine and do some things and see some workflows and stuff like that, my intent right now is to have the O1 Omni, of course, and then of course the P3 as part of the showcase, and or possibly one other machine. Haven't decided yet, but definitely keep your eyes peeled for that one for sure. Okay. So, it'll be worth it, so if you're multiple hours away, come to Pittsburgh, stay for the night. One, great city, lots of stuff to do. Two, we'll definitely have the Maker Day. But three, depending on the reservations and stuff and all that mess, we'll take you guys all to Permanis and have a good night and good sandwiches, good food, all that stuff. So, come on over. Be happy to see you guys for sure. Okay. I know I just mentioned Permanis and probably just raised some antennas on the stream. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. Probably about the best sandwich in the entire nation that is out there. So, yeah. Alrighty. Cool. Let's see. Can you use the puzzle pattern template on a non-xTool laser? I mean, you can kick it out as an SVG if you want to. That's totally up to you. For the glass bottle, did you clean a pre-treated? Yep, I did use 91% isopropyl alcohol. Technically, I should be using the primer wipe. I haven't done it though because, of course, for all intents and purposes, I have limited primer wipes. We have been doing 91% isopropyl alcohol. Has been working, guys. I also found a lead on 99% isopropyl alcohol today through another third party out there that I'm going to be ordering some here for future lives and stuff. So. All right. Hey, Ever After Studio, we have you. Welcome. Oh, I was waiting for you to pop in. I was going to say, you're usually pretty good for it. So, all right, guys, Studio, back to the main screen here. I'm going to kick off the graphic for a memento. And let's bring our chat back up here. And we're going to shut that off for a moment. And we're going to go back into Studio. So, boom, there's our wine bottle, right? So, by the scan camera, guys, again, translucent. Okay, you got liquids and stuff in there. It makes it a little bit tougher. So we have a way to work around that. We've used frog tape. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go back to text. Okay. And I just want to do the same thing I did last night. So we're going to go happy anniversary. And ironically, Studio remembered my font from last night. Look at that. That's probably because I didn't close it on this computer and it knows what I'm about to do. And or it's probably going to embarrass me on a live when I don't want it to embarrass me, but we're going to try anyways because I like to push the limits of the entire machine, right? So we are going to take that. We are going to get rid of our stroke completely. We're going to take that into a knockout. And we're going to go ahead and I want to do a fill. And we're going to use my same red that we used last night. Okay, that was a very interesting red. Now, I'm going to go -90 to put it on the realm of where I want to be. Okay. And then I'm going to take and say, okay, hey, I want my width. We're going to go to 1.5 tonight. We were at 2.25 last night. We're going to go 1.5 tonight, okay? Because I want to see, will the Omni do this without having a ghosting thing, right? So we were at 2.25 last night, guys. 2.25, okay? So let's see what we can get out of the Omni, okay? Now, again, guys, I digress. Use cases. This is me testing. I am testing live. This is not the super ideal situations, okay? We are testing live to be able to show you guys what the machine is capable of. That's it, okay? So I'm going to run 1 white, 2 color for the vividness for what I'm trying to do here. We're going to come into process, okay? We're going to hit print. And we are going to go ahead and let her rip tater chip. And I will minimize Studio so you guys can see the camera while the machine is doing its thing. And we will see if we are indeed successful for what we want to do. So, alrighty, cool. Back in the comments back on the screen, guys. Here, live Q&A. Go ahead, drop it. Let's go. Anything on the Omni, drop it. Let us get those questions answered, all right? Glass bottle, did you clean it pre-treated? Yes, 91% isopropyl alcohol. Ever After Studio, good to see you here. Awesome, no worries, loving it. Can't wait for mine to arrive. Amazing. Yep, I can't wait for my second one either. This thing is something else. So definitely something else. All right, guys, live Q&A session. Drop it. Let's hear it from you guys. Let's go. My counterparts help me along the way. Appreciate it. Anything you guys want to know, the O1 Omni, any of them, single UV, dual UV, the UV and DC variant, anything we could possibly answer for you guys. Now's the time. Let's go. Fire them off. We are almost at 2 hours. I don't know how long I'm going to stay with you guys tonight, so now's your guys' chance. Probably may even quit after this. Well, that might be. I mean, you guys asked for a tumbler, so we might get a tumbler, and that might be it. So, all right, guys, live Q&A. Let's go. Anything you want to know on the O1 Omni? Now's your time. Put my signature back on so you guys can stop looking at my cowlick and making fun of me. Now, I will say right now, at an 1.5 inches, compared to yesterday at 2 1/4, we're looking real good, guys. I mean, the curve compensation looks really good. So we'll see what it drops for color, honestly. You guys, Q&A, it's your guys' time. Let's go. About how many hand washes with a tumbler before fading or peeling? Depends what you're washing with. If you're washing with acetone, probably not many. If you're washing with dish soap, should be fine. Does it require moisturizing liquid? Yes, there is a moisturizing liquid cartridge for this machine. It's part of the maintenance kit. So I have an AP. Which Omni should I go with for single head? Will the single head satisfy me? I don't know. Ever After Studio. Number one, what I'm telling everybody, if you have an apparel printer, you do not need the UV and DTG format. Unless you very specifically want to do DT. If you are not worried about DT, the dual, that's the way to go. You're going to get every feature, every possible variant that you can do, anything with the exception of doing direct to garment. You do not need this, or you do not need the UV and DT. If you have an apparel, you need to go with a dual model. It will do the best, 100%. If you're on the fence, please reach out to me privately. I will very happily show you. I will do a one-on-one demo. We will work through it. But I'm telling you, as an owner of multiple apparel printers, I would never buy the UV and DT because of what I already have. Full transparency, okay? Good recommendation for a good humidifier. Guys, the one that I use specifically is an evaporative. It is sold by Lowe's by the brand of Air Care. It works absolutely great for any and all of our machines in here. It is sized at 4 times our space and works fantastic. Keeps up with everything. This is not the only UV printer in our space. There is another one. Plus, of course, our 2 apparel printers in this particular portion of our location, plus more that are in another location here. Between this and the UV printers, this UV printer, another UV printer, the multiple APs, the 3D printers, all that stuff, everything holds up very well with the particular humidifier that we have. We do also balance a dehumidifier at the same time because we play a very delicate balance in here because of sensitive electronics. I would surely hate for my PC that qualifies as probably one of the best gaming PCs in the entire United States that I use for business productivity to get ruined by humidity. So, which does not get used for its intended use. So, I digress. We do use that particular Air Care humidifier, evaporative. Evaporative is the key question, or the key word there, guys. That is what you want to go with for sure. Do not do an ultrasonic misting or anything like that. It's not the right thing. Okay. Software be released before delivery begins. As soon as delivery starts beginning, the software will be out there. What happened to that Kickstarter? That was the same machine. There is no the Kickstarter. There was no Kickstarter for the Omni. I'm not sure what you're asking. There was never a Kickstarter for the Omni. If you're referring to the Wonder Press that is starting to ship as of now. Ever After Studio dual, yes, but please reach out if you're on the fence. Maria, can I make card decals with the Omni? So via the UV DTF and the roll feeder and the laminator, you sure can. Sydney Kennedy, do you need a humidifier? Yes, printers love humidity. Evaporative humidifier, though. Something would be nice to see is an acrylic printed puzzle like a stained glass. I mean, I've got opaque black printed acrylic. I'll show you. They're not cut into puzzles, but it still is acrylic. So give me a second. So, show you guys nice, beautiful mandala. The camera also focus. Very vivid. So this is on our 1/8" black opaque acrylic. There was a one white layer, one color layer here. Nice, beautiful, just vivid coloring. Okay, so we got that. There is, I don't know where it's sitting. Sorry guys, we've been like very heavily testing this and doing all kinds of different things, and there's so much going on here right now. Where did we set the other acrylic? This is also the end result of doing about 12 demos a day, guys. We love doing them for you, but sometimes things get set in places that we don't expect. So I'm sure it will pop up here at some point, but that acrylic I just showed you is something you could definitely do on this machine for sure. So let's see. Does it require moisturizing liquid? Yes, there is built-in moisturizing liquid cartridges for it. Do you have to hit the button on the machine to start a print? No. You can dictate it right from your software, at least as of right now in test. Can I print on a koozie type material with the dual UV head? That's a great question. I don't know the honest answer to that. I haven't tried it as of yet. I mean, the koozie material is neoprene, so it's kind of like a fabric type of thing. So you may want to, if that's going to be your primary use case, the UV-DT might be your better option for that, and or maybe looking at the apparel printer for doing the transfer. So, again, guys, if you're just with us and haven't done it yet, or if you want to do it more than once, smack that QR code over there. That's where you can enter to win a UV ink set for your UV printer that you have purchased, and or if you have not purchased as of yet, go ahead and hit that QR code. Now's your time. Launch pricing will not be here forever, and if history repeats itself, you will never see it again. Was it confirmed if the Omni will roll out bidirectional printing as a software update or on new machines? It was discussed in the official xTool Live and will probably come down the line in future firmware and software updates. I'm really loving all the Visits machine. Oh, and all the things it could do. Awesome, Narada, if I'm saying that right. Thank you. Yes, Beth, thank you for confirming as well, guys. So, 1.5" on the wine bottle, a 1.5 wine bottle. Much better than what we were looking at last night. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys this. So, unfortunately, but the quote unquote the gift receiver in the household there is not going to give a good crap about the overspray on the other side. But by God, this side's looking absolutely amazing. So we're gonna go in for that. Looks like that final color layer right now. Oh, that's exciting. See, we figure these things out along the way with you guys. So I'm not a content creator. I'm a small business owner. We're meant to be here to test and trial and show you guys. Let's see. Etch 3D in time. A dual versus DT tool for printing on canvas material. If your main basis is going to be on the canvas and playing with the natural fibers and all that stuff, then you would be looking at the UV-GT variant. And or, you know, depending upon if you're getting into any other apparel and textiles and stuff, you may even want to look at the apparel printer. Then look at the machine in the dual variant that we have here. Brooke, make sure you hit the QR code and put your email there. Don't put it in the chat. A, might get spammed. B, that's not the way to enter. Got to put it on the QR code. Do I suggest a UPS battery for the Omni? Yes, I absolutely do. Just like I do for the apparel printer, either a APC automated power center through a universal power supply, or a Jackery, or a oh boy, I can't think. Oh, words. Either way, yes, you want some form of a battery backup for sure. If printing on a canvas bag, will the ink wash off? If you are using the UV and DT variant, the answer is no. You should be good for 30 to 50. Is that the dual head or single head? Dylan, this is the dual head that we are working with today. So you're seeing the optimum efficiency and speed and what this is capable of. Remember, we also have our dedicated fluorescent white, rigid white, and flexible white, rigid white, and our fluorescent channels in addition. All right, guys, while it's finishing up, tell us in the comments, If you have any xTool machines, what do you have? Where are you from? Are you using it for a business or a hobby? Let's go. Fire it off. Let's hear it. For those of you guys that do not have xTool machines and you guys are definitely considering, let us know in the comments what your use case is and what you are considering. Let us know. I'd like to hear from you guys. Maria, it is nice to see not everyone's perfect at it right out the gate. I usually do it wrong and get better over time. This old grandma is having a ton of fun learning all this. Love these live sessions. Thank you. Thank you so much for the great commentary. Even as a business owner that's been at it for about 3.5 years at this point with this stuff, I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect, and I will tell you guys 110% time and time and time and time and time again. And I know Beth is here to tell us also. Material test, guys. Test, 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 test. I can't stress it enough. Test. You have to ruin a million things before you get one perfect thing. It will always happen, and that's how you make yourself better. Does it happen to hook to a shaker for the DTF? Negative. You need the apparel printer for that with the OS1. Apparel printer, the all-one bundle, is the absolute way to go. And if you're looking in that realm, you are in a great sale right now for $87.99. You are over $1,000 off, guys. RJ Flores, undecided which one. If you are looking at the UV and you really don't know, please reach out to me privately. You can find me on Facebook. My name, Rich Gianacora. My profile picture is myself and my daughter in front of the Epcot ball. Or you could look at Forge and Thread Supply Company. Please reach out. We will very happily help you to make the right decision. If you can't find me, xTool.com, hover over local support, free pre-sales product demo tab, and you can book with any of the hosts that do have the O1. Sonia, same thing. If you heard my whole spiel, please reach out. You can reach out privately, no problem. Beth, if you have the Wonder Press and you just listed that there and I don't, I am so angry with you. I'm kidding. Brooke, I'm telling you, it's totally worth it. Just pull the trigger. Totally worth it. Oh, wow. Look at all this. All this xTool equipment, guys. This is so exciting. Now, actually, you know what? The next question while this is going on, right? Here's the thing. So tell me, with all your xTool equipment that you have, where does the Omni fit? What are you envisioning? What is your project that you want to do? Whether it's a hobby, a sellable item, what is it? What do you want to do with the Omni with your machines that you have right now? Let's hear it. What do you want to do? Guys, this wine bottle is looking fantastic. These are things just to kind of push the limits of this machine. Most people don't think of this stuff. And that's okay. That's why we're here. This is way better than what we did last night. Oh, you guys are going to love this. Oh, it's so cool. Just think about it. Somebody could bring you a bottle and say, hey, I want to put happy anniversary on there, or happy birthday, or, maybe you get some milestone thing going on, stuff like that. You look at that little bit of limitation that you have to work with there on that radius surface, and you just figure it out and you print to it, and it's beautiful. It's profit, guys. It'd be 5 cents an ink, maybe, roughly, for this, and you probably got 20 bucks in profit there. I mean, look at that. Definitely need much more coffee. We are very tired. Oh, my Lanta. So let's get that out of there. Much better than we had last night, guys. Much, 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 much better. So again, as we tell on the lives, okay, I'm not perfect. Again, I'm not a content creator. I'm a business owner. All right, so first off, we'll show you guys last night. Okay, here's last night. Okay, we ran this at 2¼ inches wide. All right, as you can see, use cases. Some overspray stuff, not too good. Okay, I mean, whatever. If I'm making a quick personal gift and, it's my wife, or, she doesn't have high expectations and can probably care less, perfectly fine. But for your customer, voila. Look at how much better that is. And this is why we material test, guys. You have to material test. No overspray, no issues. So we went from 2 1/4 to 1.5 inches, and it is absolutely amazing. So even in just a small giftable market, guys, you can totally do it. Curved surfaces, I would say the defocus about 1/4 of an inch, give or take, no problem. Amazing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Could you see this in your application? Let us know. We want to hear it. So, fun stuff, fun stuff, fun stuff. I love it. But yeah, I want to show you guys something really cool though, because not everybody was here last night. So we're gonna make it nice and dark in here. And I'm going to kill the QR code. If you guys were here last night, you know what's coming. Here it is. Maybe. Possibly. Let's get a camera. Look at this thing. Let's get rid of this. What's coming, guys? Drop it in the comments. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bam. Look at that. Fluorescence on a pop can, soda can, bubbly, whatever you guys call it in your sector of the United States. Look at that. It's totally amazing. And then guess what? If you didn't see it yet, boom. Look at that bright, beautiful orange on that whiskey bottle. You know, we were told we can't mix and match colors to generate new fluorescent colors and stuff. Well, guess what? We're wrong. You can do it. We did it. You can totally do it. We got a nice, beautiful caramel laid on top of ghosted black with a beautiful, just totally bright fluorescent orange, guys. But really, if anybody wants this xTool pop can, it's on sale for about $999. You could find it on eBay. No, I'm kidding. Um, this is just a print test that we did yesterday, guys. Just looking at all the different fluorescence between red and yellow, all that stuff, so on and so forth. Guys, just keep in mind, please, UV inks are not safe for food consumption whatsoever. You don't want to tell your customers that you can do all this and then they can safely drink off the can, all that, so on and so forth. You would want to have them transfer that to another means before consumption to be safe. Okay, UV inks, they are not food safe. They are not toddler safe, kid safe, nothing. So just keep that in the back of your guys' mind. All right, big thing. All right. Okay, let's see here. So I think the last thing we're gonna do tonight, we will do a tumbler, and I think we're gonna call it quits, guys. Because honestly, I'm at my wits' end checking out. I'm very tired. So I do appreciate all you guys spending your guys' nights with me here the last 3 nights now at this point. We've done so much stuff. We've tested and trialed so many different things, and it's been amazing. But you guys have definitely made it worthwhile. So it's going to pull our fixtures out of there. And let's do a tumbler. That's going to be our last thing. That's what we're going to close it out with, guys. So we're going to go with a tumbler. We're going to go ahead and bring the OR1 rotary over here. And I'm going to set it on top of the machine for a moment. I'm going to bring my base plate out. Pop it off of here. And we're going to take our OR1 rotary. Again, guys, this is the only rotary that is compatible with the Omni. Is on a magnetic base. It's a smart rotary. So, all the features and auto leveling and all that you have to do, with this particular rotary. And I'm going to try and make this very expedient because we just got a very absolutely loud crack of thunder that just scared the living bejeebies out of me. So we got a rotary on the machine there, and I'm going to grab a tumbler so that we can do this. I'm going to hope to try to get this out before we lose power because unfortunately we were very susceptible to that here. And, whew, that sounds terrible out there. I would not want to be outside right now. Let me tell you guys. So, I'm grabbing a 20-ounce Polar Camel tumbler, guys. These are ones without logos and stuff on there. And I will tell you that there's a feature in the program where you guys can model these things and scan the entire surface for alignment assistance with your guys' logos that you may be working with on there. So definitely keep that in the back of your guys' minds, so specifically with like the Yetis and Stanleys and any of those ones out there where you have those specific logos and specific places and stuff able to totally be accommodated, no problem. So I'm using the Polar Camel tonight because, well, I don't need to worry about alignment for anything. So quick wipe with 91% isopropyl alcohol. And that was a massive crack of lightning out there. Oh boy. We'll try and do this before we lose it because we are very susceptible, unfortunately. So let me go ahead and we will get this into the Omni. And we are going to open up our jaw chuck here, auto centering, which is beautiful in your rotary. Now, of course, if you're working with something that has a logo on it, you're going to want to make sure if you're going to be aligning off that logo, you want to be top dead center. Okay. So, I'm a very engineering type of person. So we, go and we 3D print all these little jigs and fixtures and stuff to be able to use our long live. If you guys have this, the RA2 Pro Deluxe Kit green beam laser. Pop that right on there, and let's say if we're lining up off of a Yeti logo, something like that, whatever, we have that there, figure out where we're going here. You want to be top dead center before you kick the rotary in because it is energized as soon as you put it on this base plate here, so you can't rotate it like you can the RA3, right? So I want to make sure you're pretty much straight when you guys are going in there, okay? No, that file is not for sale. I know I'm going to get asked about 35,000 times here, okay? So we're in there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to, I'm going to bring Studio back up for you guys. That way you guys can see it here, okay? And then we are going to, we'll finish that job there. We're going to switch into our rotary attachment like we just did, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some modeling. So the modeling, this is here where we can tell what we're doing. So we could do stainless steel cups, cylinders, truncated cones, other rotational objects, so on and so forth. Technically, by right, this is a truncated cone because there is a small taper in there. And then we're going to say we're going to scan the object surface for alignment assistance. So then the rotary is going to go ahead and prepare itself and is going to go ahead and get itself set in Studio for us. So I'm going to let you guys see the machine as it is running as well. And we'll show you guys everything. So this process takes about just a minute and a half or so and then go from there. Sonia, this will be my first xTool machine. So nervous. Don't be nervous. It's an amazing ecosystem. There's so much that you can do in this entire ecosystem. And the best part is that if you learn the software with one, it is so much easier in the next, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. And then I'm going to tell you right now, it becomes a very expensive hobby very quick. So, in a good way. Next gen clean air, adding color to all my projects. Awesome. Tabitha, I have a crafting business and do a ton of craft shows. Looking forward to doing some canvas and also some stained glass. Awesome. Castile, I think canvas painting is color challenge coins. Yes, awesome. Maria, hard surface print stuff for my kids and grandkids also opens up more items for my small home business. Awesome. So glad to hear that. Oh, Ron, I know. I've seen you on my pages. It's so awesome to see you here, Ron. Welcome to probably your first live with me that you've actually commented on. Will save us hours upon hours of ornaments and Christmas time over engraving details. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. I want to take the engraved products to another level. Colors and fluorescence, trying to stand in my area at least. Amazing yarn Murillo. I love to hear that. Can you reverse print inside a phone case to protect your picture? I mean, in theory, if it's clear, sure. Do whatever you want. I can tell you right now, we did yesterday. You guys can pick on me and tell me that's feminine and all this mess, but I did it here just smart masking a nice that same Cinderella's castle photo, just because my nice case that I had from Zag on here was fall apart. So we printed this one yesterday. This is my photo. So it's printed on here, double mask with 6 resin cover and gloss. It's totally amazing. And unbeknownst to me, it actually works with my MagSafe dock. So I'm not disappointed at all. And this was not reverse print. This was totally just, going straight to the surface on the smart mask, double mask. Let's see, the dual Omni will be my first xTool, a great add-on on my business, and a large format laser and 2 other industrial lasers. Awesome, Steve. Glad to hear. You will definitely enjoy the Omni for sure. For sure, guys. If you guys are just with us and haven't done it yet, please smack that QR code. You can do it more than once there. Enter to win a chance at a set of the UV inks for your Omni. If you have ordered, if you have not ordered, please go ahead and place your orders now. You guys are not going to see us launch pricing at all any further, but smack that QR code first before you guys actually do it. History will repeat itself. It will never be this cheap again, not even on Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's, any of the major holidays. You will not see it. Period. End of story. Let's see. I want to make wooden games with interchangeable boards printed by the Omni. Awesome. Beautiful, amazing. Oh, yep, guys. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate that. Sweet. I currently use engraved wine bottles for a friend who does hair for Verizon. We'll be able to do color and bubbles. Will be the next level. Amazing, Zoba. Love to see that. Let's see. Bolt reflections. This one 40 watt. All accessories. F1 Ultra, P2S, M1 Ultra, Wonder Press, Deluxe package incoming. Well, I know you ain't got the Wonder Press yet because ain't none of us got it yet. But glad to see that you have it coming. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, pop can. Yep. I could see wine bottles in the gift market for sure. I have an entire box inside that I will be playing with here later on down the line. But as you saw on a 1.5, we just did it, guys, at 1.5 inches wide. Compensated for the radius really well. No overspray. Looked beautiful for sure. So let's see, Suzanne, you were so right about testing and taking notes on each test and amending until you succeed. Yes, absolutely, guys. Material test, material test, material test, material test. You will burn products until you know what you can sell for sure. Let's see, Marco. Question is, I'm just getting started as a maker, and I am already getting the Wonder Press. Would you recommend I get the DTG, DTF combo, or the dual? Marco, very much subjective based upon your use case. So if you want to get into any form of direct-to-garment apparel or just light one-off DTF transfer stuff like that, guys, that was a huge crack-a-thon. Oh my god, huge crack of thunder. You know, the UV and DTF variant may be good for you. If you want to get into heavy DTF transfers and stuff like that, the apparel printer may be your better realm. I'm happy to break that down for you in a one-on-one demo, so please reach out to me directly if you need to, okay? Zobo, I had that weather earlier today in Connecticut, including some fun flooding. Yeah, we had it earlier today. I was servicing a customer about 2 hours away from me. I was on my way home, and I couldn't see more than a mile in front of me on the turnpike at 70 miles an hour. It was amazing. Okay, do you know how much ink gets wasted while not in use, such as for cleaning and priming? Really not all that much. I'd like to say the almost autonomous maintenance system is actually very efficient in this. It's a lot of the same technologies we had carried over from the apparel printer guys. All right, cool. Let's get our xTool Studio up here. We have our canvas done. Let me go to make that bigger on the screen for you guys so you guys can actually see it. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, cool. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the graphic off. We'll get back to your guys' commentary here in just a moment, okay? Because this is where we show you guys how to do things. So, all right, we got our modeling. Cool. We are all set, ready to rock and roll, okay? So I'm going to delete the text from the prior one. As you can see, we have our polar camel cup here. We have nothing to line up on, nothing to worry about. However, if you guys are working on, say, like a Yeti or a Stanley or you know, the Arctics or whatever, if you guys have a logo that you need to align on, as long as you put that logo top dead center, it's going to pop up right here where my mouse is, okay? I promise you that. You can see the ridges in the bottom of the polar camel cup here, no problem, okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to import, and I am going to grab, we're just going to use my logo just for grins and giggles here, okay? And we're going to bring it into the canvas. All right, so quick, easy design elements are going to load in there. We're going to keep our size because I like to scale down on my own accord. That way I'm not losing any DPI and auto scaling or anything like that whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this down to 3 inches wide, okay? And then I'm going to just change my XY. Ooh. Where are we at? Where'd we go? Where'd we go? Ooh. Oh, man, because I deleted the whole thing. Oh. Yep, there it is. Okay, sorry, guys. All right, so we're going to come right in here. And I'm going to set where I want to go so we can snap right to the center if we want to. Okay. Again, you could align on your top and bottom if you got marks down here, and you can set marks on your cups and all that mess before you even put it in there. You know, same thing on the top, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to kind of split my difference between the ridges just because, okay? So I'm sitting there centered the way that I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and tell it that I want to be laying down one white. I'm going to go for 2 color. Actually, you know, we're going to change this. We're going to go to white color varnish because we're going to put the varnish on top, right? That way it's actually like nice and protected and all that mess, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 2, okay? We're going to run right into process here. And it's going to go and calculate that process time for this last project we are going to do tonight, guys. 33 minutes, 25 cents. Again, that has multiple layers of varnish on it, so that's going to drive that. We're about a 10% margin of error, so we should see this come down a couple of minutes for sure. So your total cost, 7.99 cents, guys. 7.99 cents to brand a tumbler with a company logo. That is rather extravagant, okay? 7.99 cents. Where else are you going to get that without doing just a regular plain Jane UV DTF sticker? Okay. I purposely have it set 122. That's me. I didn't have to, but that's what I did because I'm probably going to keep this one for myself, right? So, you know, totally worth it. So, all right, guys, commentary. We are going to let that run here. Well, that is that, and that will be the very last project that we do tonight. So, and you guys got me for the same duration. You guys got me the last 2 nights. I said I wasn't going to do it, and here we are. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's see. Karen, thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the good commentary. Marcus, question, just getting started as a maker, already getting the Wonder Press DTF. Well, we already answered that, sorry. I got picked up on the comments here just a little bit. Bold Reflections. That's the same price I offer the Formula 2 inner engraved clear cast acrylic in color with an XL laser. And yes, I wrote inner in color. See it, but can't feel it. Yep, amazing, awesome, Tanya. Make sure you drop your email on the QR code on the screen there. That is a surefire way to get entered for the ink sets. Medieval Time. Do I have a link to where you get that laser? What laser? If you're referring to the accessory that I have from the RA2 from the deluxe kit, they do not sell that anymore, unfortunately. There are some other alternatives that are out there. Do I have a golf ball example? Not physically in front of me. However, like I said, 1 inch by 1 inch is a good print that you could do on there without losing any clarity in the curvature. Which tool is best to work on different materials like clothing, including tableware and jewelry? Thank you. So, I mean, technically, if it's going to be in the UV realm, the UV and the DC combo may fit you better. However, if you are going to get any major production, anything like that, the apparel printer may want to be considered in addition to the dual UV. Okay. Let's see. Can't wait to add this to our student-led business at our school. Amazing. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Which Bamboo do I see there? Which H2? I can't tell you. Sorry. Either way, I will tell you it is a multi-nozzle and worth its weight in gold. Okay. Let's see. Not femme. Maybe you like the architecture. Yeah, maybe. You can call it femme if you want. It's fine. No, Beth, you're wrong. Not the D. To print gang sheets, what material should I buy? You should be looking at the apparel printer, Shay, not the UVDT. See, I've ordered a dual head. Awesome. Glad to hear. Lucy, how are you? Good to see you. I'm about to make the purchase of the O1 Omni using your link. What other accessories would we get? Gonna get the dual UV versatile. So, Lucy, I would say the dual UV versatile. Make sure you add on the UV ink essentials, the UV ink expansion, and then the UV maintenance cartridge and tank. You should be right around 40.62 and some change at the launch pricing. Will the xTool Studio for the Omni have the ability to measure a curve for like a golf ball like the software the F2 Ultra has? In terms of the Omni, no. But based upon the scam asking and just kind of playing around and material testing and all that stuff, you should be able to figure out what your limitations are, right? So, like I said, buy the golf balls from what I have tested. 1 inch by 1 inch is about the max. Okay, before you start really losing some of that clarity in that surface. What we just did on that wine bottle playing around yesterday is the be all tell all that you should believe me, for sure. Suzanne, are the layers of varnish thin? Is that why you selected 2 varnish, or does it make it more protected? Not necessarily. I purposely selected 2 because it's a tumbler, and I like to push the limits and put it inside of a dishwasher when you shouldn't. So we'll see how long that it actually lasts in there. But yeah, guys, I mean, UV printed tumblers, any of the vacuum tumblers, your Yetis, your Stanleys, all that mess. I mean, by the right, they shouldn't be in the dishwasher, but people do it all the time, right? So I like to just kind of test and push the limits and all that stuff. So that's the reason why. Did I have to do any corrections for the curve? More fluent and light burn than Excel Suite programs? I mean, technically, yes, I should have done a 15% compensation correction that you just called me out on and totally didn't do it. Again, I am tired, guys. I'm sorry. So may have a slight eggshell effect in my logo, and it's okay because, I mean, it's on a junk tumbler. Well, not a junk tumbler. I mean, Polar Camels are pretty good, but, it's on a tumbler for myself for testing purposes and all that stuff. I probably should have stretched it just about 10 to 15%, but I didn't do it, so I had a little eggshell look, but it's myself. I don't care. If it was for a customer, I would do it right. Cherie, sorry, Rich. I was late in a board meeting just finished. Whew. I'm sure it's volunteer. God bless. All right, Ron, replying to Christy. Christy Maxwell, congrats. Welcome to the Expo family. Awesome. Yes, Christy, if you just bought amazing, make sure you hit that QR code though first. That way you have a chance to the UV ink sets. Ephra, Joe, it's depending upon what you buy there, bud. You got all the way down to the single UV standalone at $16.99, all the way to the UV VT and the DT and the versatile bundle at $41.69. So very much how you navigate it. Okay. Did the Omni do your daughter's picture, Ramona? Yes. This particular picture, yes, that was a single flat print. I'm sorry. So there was no white layer. It was a single color layer, and then we did 6-color resin on gloss on that. And then we also have a nice, beautiful texture raised of my daughters. Don't mind my apparel printer ink boxes there that we're holding it up. So this is texture rays here, guys. Something that was totally able to be done on the Omni. Very first project that we ever ran, and you can feel everything. Even something as simple as the indentation in my daughter's elbow, very tactile. You know, their little poofy, dresses, stuff like that. So texture rays, guys, on the Omni. Don't sleep on this machine. It is totally capable of doing these things. This is real. This is out of this machine. Again, like I said in the very beginning, I am a business owner. I am not a content creator, guys. This is the real uses. Real uses. We even took and we printed canine crystal, guys. Engraved canine crystal. That is my daughter in there. Nice, beautiful picture of Cinderella's castle. Nice dimensional look at that. This was a project that came up the other day in a demo that was, hey, can we do this? And it was like, oh, hey, let's try, right? So we did 2 layers of color, 2 layers of white, and then we capped it with a layer of black on the back. We could put this on a nice lit crystal base, and it's going to be beautiful, guys. Totally, totally, totally worth it. So we got that. Our fluorescent can, as you saw. So we do have fluorescent orange and greens or yellows on here, guys. We lit this up earlier. So we have our fluorescent can. Nice, beautiful project. Jack Daniel's whiskey bottle, guys. I'll be in the backyard. This was totally cheated. Turned into a nice, beautiful black layer. And then we ghosted the texture in black. We raised it, okay, and then we capped it with fluorescent red, and we got an absolutely nice, beautiful caramel color here. Beautiful texture rays, as you can see on there. And then at the same time, it lights up a very bright orange, guys. Bright orange. You can mix the colors and make it work. Some people say no. I say yes. Nice smart mass phone case for a nice iPhone 17 Pro Max, okay, that we did. It was the very first phone case that we did. Then we turned it around, and you guys can call it whatever you guys want, but did it again with a nice, beautiful pic of Cinderella's castle there. This was done 1 layer white, 1 layer color, 6 layers of varnish and gloss. Beautiful complexion there. Also accommodated for the camera bump, guys. Come on. Look at that. What other machine's going to do that out there? None. That's right. We played with the Ridge Wallets. Again, we did some fluorescence on here. If I light that up, it's going to light up really bright, nice, and green there. We got that. We played with the lenticulars earlier. Very hard to tell here. Okay, but this was a 20 images stacked on it. Lenticular card, 75 LPI, guys. Haven't put the magnet on it as of yet, but that's what we got there. Guys, one thing, though, I'm super excited, and I can't wait till it gets here. Whenever we get the roll feeder for canvas, 12 inches by infinity. Look at this thing. My arms are spread as far as I can go. You're going to get that. Nice, beautiful photo canvases. 3D printed PLA Basic on the texture side from the build plate. Was able to print to that, no problem. Full wraps on tumblers. Did that. We used a sublimation wrap on purpose on the one, and I got yelled at by the wife because I covered up seafoam green, and that's her favorite color, and I covered it up, and well, guess what? Not my problem. I've got to show you guys how we actually do it, use case, right? So, y'all can answer her later. Not me. I already do that enough. We did that. Oh, here's my other acrylic that I couldn't find here. Nice, other beautiful, beautiful printed black opaque acrylic, 1/8 inch here. If I wanted to do this in a print and cut, we totally could. But right now, this is just the actual print portion here, guys. Super vivid. That's all the colors. 1 layer white, 1 layer color. This is what you guys are getting out of it. No varnish or anything like that whatsoever. If you guys are looking at the DT variant for any reason, canvas tote bags, guys, totally capable. Can go direct. Okay, you got that. Also, too, I know, it is a cat, yes, and you guys know how I feel on these. Direct to a flag of some sort. Again, this is done on the O1 Omni. Nice, beautiful, soft backing there. So you got that. Rigid hard canvas, guys, totally capable. Again, rigid hard canvas doesn't have to be flexible. Rigid, see? Cheapy dollar store canvases, guys. These come in a 3-pack, buck and a quarter. So what, 40 cents ish a piece, right? Beautiful prints. No white on that. That's just straight color all the way through and through. So, just some of the things that we've done with this printer, guys. We've definitely played and done a lot of tumbler testing and stuff. You know, and we've had a great. Oh, leatherette hat patches, leatherette. We have done it right. Totally, totally capable. So the hat that I'm wearing right now that I just took off. Okay, this patch was made by one of my counterparts, it's Pro Hub and xTool out in Washington State. Great job was done on a unnamed brand printer. I'm not going to name it here for obvious reasons, right? Went ahead and printed the identical patch on white leatherette, and then cut it out with my P3. And you really can't tell the differences, guys. Seriously, look at that. And I mean, honestly, I think the coloring on this guy's just a little bit better. This is my company logo. It is a very vivid logo, and unnamed brand, xTool. Can't tell the difference. Looks fantastic. I think that G7 certification is well worth it, guys. You're not going to get that in any of the other desktop printers that are out there. Not even another unnamed brand that is super popular. It's just not there. You know, you get it in the apparel printer too. Okay. Whiskey bottle is fire. Yes, it is. All right. What's the canvas thingy? All kinds of canvas thingies. You got flat prints, texture prints, small flat prints, whatever you want. Did I try stained glass yet? You know, I said I was going to do it the other day, and I just haven't gotten around to it, guys. I was trying to get through the lenticulars and all that stuff. I have one broken down. I just haven't ran it yet. With the rotary, will it level a taper tumbler automatically, or do you have to manually adjust? It will be automatic. Totally automatic. I got a nice, beautiful print of my logo going on there right now. I definitely missed my 10 to 15% stretch. That is my fault. Again, I don't care. We are testing for you guys. And, well, I will still drink coffee out of it. It don't make a difference to me, so. Alrighty, that's sweet. Yes, these are amazing. How do you know when to use varnish versus when not to? Totally up to you. I think the varnish kind of protects a little bit, especially in the tumbler realm of things. It kind of acts as that capping per se. It's all in testing. It's all in testing and how you feel and what you want to do. So, yep, the long one that you pulled out. Hold on, let me find your prior question. What was that canvas? Oh, okay, yeah. So that technically would be out of the roll feeder. So the roll feeder, that was a 12-inch wide canvas by, I think, 60 inches, roughly, give or take. I'm sure that, you know, just like any of the machines with the conveyors and stuff, you'll have a limitation at some point. But I usually like to say, you know, X by infinite. X was really good by giving you, you know, so much room and ability to work with all these different things, and allow you to be able to create in, you know, variants that you may not normally utilize in, you know, everyday production. So that was what that was out of. Yep. You can print on the K9 crystal using the Omni. Yes, Cynthia, we did it. We did it. There's 2 blocks. There's another block floating around here. I don't know where it's currently sitting right now, but we definitely printed a K9 crystal, as you can see here. Have it in the background. If it focuses, sorry. There we go. Have it in the background here. This is a inner engraved crystal here. It's in the background. Cinderella's castle there. It was done 2 layers of color, 2 layers of white, and then we capped it with a single layer of black on the back. That way we could put it on a lit crystal base and still be able to have all that nice, beautiful, vivid coloring in the photo. And, of course, my daughter in the block. But, yes, K9 crystal, you can print to it. Here you go. Scratch test. Nothing. Totally fine. Yes, you can do it. Okay? Coolio. Can you use sublimation blanks with the UV? I got a lot of those. Yes, Kim, absolutely. Go ahead and buy your UV now. You can use up all those blanks to get them out there. What were the dimensions for that, Sonia? What? The machine and the crystal. Question just joined. How big can I print? 13 inches wide, 16 and a half inches long is your maximum. Let's see, Lucy, doesn't the UV Essential Expansion ink kit come with a versatile bundle? Yes, technically, you will get an entire full run of inks when you do purchase your machine. That is correct. However, erring on the side of caution, you should add on a essential kit, an expansion kit, and at least 1 or 2 maintenance kits. That way, you have a full set plus another full set plus your maintenance, and you're good for quite some time. You got a 12-month shelf life on this cartridge, guys. How long did that crystal take? About 9 minutes of processing time. On the K9, was that reverse image to do it? It depends, however you want to do it. In that case, because it was coming from the rear, I did reverse it. Totally up to you, though. So, your use case, okay? Guys, real quick, I'm just going to bust that graphic off there because I want you guys to see this fluorescence while this is printing. It's so cool. Like, it just blows my mind. Yes, nice and dark. We're not going to keep it dark too long because I will fall asleep. So look at that. Okay. There is on a pop can. That is the infamous xTool pop can with all of the yellow and red fluorescence. I'm trying to get it a little bit better so you guys can see it. There you go. Yellow and red. Look at that nice, beautiful rotation on there. That is a fluorescent ink banks on the dual. Okay. And then our whiskey bottle over here that was done with a nice black backing, ghosted raised texture, in addition to a couple of layers of a fluorescent red laydown. And we got a beautiful, just super bright orange coloring, guys. Where else are you going to get that? If it's not the Omni, you're not going to get it. That's my opinion. Super cool. Super, super, super cool. Heck, we even took, whenever we 3D printed, to our little box here for our P3 lenses. Went ahead and put fluorescent over the P3 lenses portion just because. Again, this is testing, guys. This is on PLA Basic. The side that we printed on was your bottom side, so it was right on your texture build plate. So lots and lots and lots of capabilities with this machine, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the fluorescence. It's super cool. If I didn't turn that light on now, I was falling asleep in about 2 seconds. So there we go. As soon as this tumbler is done, we are done. So this is your guys' last opportunity for any and all Q&A. If you're just with us, go ahead and make sure you smack that QR code. You can do it more than once. Enter in for your UV ink set for your UV printer that you hopefully bought with me tonight or last night or the night before or Bev on the prior 3 nights, guys. Make sure you guys enter in there for sure. Okay, you guys will find out within 48 hours. Okay, let's see. I thought I seen a video that said put up 30. Laquisha, I don't know if you are referring to this one or not, but that canvas is much longer than 39. So, Michael Rich, does the program give you a timer countdown until completion? Yes, yes, it does. Right now on my test version that we were in, there's about a 10% margin of error on the better end. But yes, definitely. What was on that PLA was my company logo, xTool's logo, and then some text that said P3 lenses, exactly what you had seen on the camera. Let's see, Maria, that is the only reason I bought the dual UV. If you're talking about the fluorescence, yes, it is amazing. I love it. Castiel, good night. Have a good evening. As soon as we are done with this tumbler, we are on our way ourselves. The good news is I get to get at it an hour early compared to the last 2 nights, and I'm so excited. It's not that I don't love you all. I love you all. I really do appreciate spending my guys' night or my night with you guys, but it's been tiring the last couple here. So happy to be here and answer all the questions, guys. But you guys have been absolutely amazing. The engagement's been awesome. I really hope that all you guys have certainly made a decision to purchase the UV printer from xTool. It's a great machine. If you're on the fence, if you have any questions or anything, or if you just want to have a simple one-on-one demo session, please reach out to me directly, whether it's through my own personal means or my business page, as you can see, Forge of Thread Supply Company, or Rich Gianacora, or you could find me on the xTool O1 Omni makers or users group as well. Of course, in the official group also. Yep. Suzanne, appreciate your efforts over the last few days. A good variety of materials, information giving. Absolutely, for sure. And I greatly appreciate the recognition. Thank you. That means the world to me, guys. Absolutely. You guys can support me by definitely making sure you guys are giving a like, a heart, a share on this live stream, any of that. Follow me, whether it's on my personal Facebook, my business Facebook, my YouTube, my TikTok, all that mess. Please follow us, guys. To sleep in this storm, top tier. Yeah, I'm watching the lightning outside dancing around, and I'm just waiting for the power to go out at this point, honestly, which it would be kind of crappy if it went on mid-print. But then I can show you guys how to cap the machine if it goes out, because I don't have it on my battery backup at the moment, even though I've preached it about 35 times in this the last 3 lives here. I would just pull my APC from the AP and plug it in real quick to make sure that it caps, guys, to be honest. But, yes, you can manually cap this machine if you have a power outage, no problem. Is a conveyor accessory coming for the Omni? Yes, it is. Or no, I'm sorry, not a conveyor. You're gonna have the roll feeder and the laminator. Of course, you get the larger bed at 13 wide by 16.5 long. So not a conveyor. Not to say that may eventually not come in the future. I don't know, but not officially right now. Okay. Push up T.R. Smith. I need more information. How can I get it? Please reach out to me personally. Average Gianacora. Facebook. At Forge Thread Supply Company. Facebook. Forge Thread Supply Company. YouTube. xTool. YouTube. Whatever it is, you can find us. Please reach out, okay? Larry Crowell, I purchased my dual on night 1. Awesome. Dual UV Versatile Bundle. Thank you for this, Ramon. Yes, that is the best way, in my opinion. Rich has really gone above and beyond for a Sharice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Even if you want to send a message to xTool and let them know how you felt over the last couple of nights, I greatly appreciate it. It's been amazing. Marcos, you mentioned buying from you here. How? Link. So first off, the first thing you want to do is scan that QR code on the other side of the screen there. Enter to win that chance at the UV ink set for your machine, okay? Secondly, you can go to xTool.com. You can go ahead and pop it in your cart and go ahead and check out just like normal. As long as you're in that QR code there, is perfectly traced, as well as you'll have the chance to win the UV ink set as well for your machine. You will be notified within 48 hours. Just remember the launch pricing for the bundles and all that stuff. That's not going to last forever. To my knowledge, going on Saturday, if not by mid next week. So definitely do it sooner than later, okay? xTool.com, card it, check out. But before you do it, hit that QR code first, okay? Sharice, amazing. I greatly appreciate it. That really means the world. Any good feedback and good reviews is amazing. I also am very good with constructive criticism, guys. So if you haven't been happy with my lives for the last 3 nights, or if this is your first one, I'm okay with that too. Just let me know. I have no problem with that because we work to make strive to make improvements for you guys. And that crack of thunder was massive. So let's hope we get this tumbler out before the power goes out, or you guys are going to learn wet capping on a fly here real quick. Let's see, same here, day 1. Did they give an approximate ship window? So by approximate, by estimated. So starting to ship at the end of August and should be right now. I think we're the timelines. We're about mid-September, depending upon the variant. Somebody kind of chirped about October earlier. I did see it one time, but I think with them moving stock into the States and all that mess has definitely gotten better. Lucy, can I still use discount code for this purchase? Unfortunately, for the Omni with pre-launch pricing and all that stuff, no. But if the way you can support me if you choose to, scan that QR code on your screen first, make sure that you enter there, and then go and make your purchase. If you have a privilege voucher, you sign into your account on the top right there, go under my order and it'll pop up for you. But either way, that's the best way. Okay. Barbie, you've done a great job. Thank you for your time. Absolutely. That's what we are here for, guys. We want to support you guys along the way in your mission and making your decision of what is the best things for you guys. While this is day 3 and the last one of my lives here on the Omni for a little while, I was so happy to spend so much time with all of you and be able to show you what this machine is capable of. I'm very impressed with it, and I think you all will really enjoy it for sure. And then, of course, if you guys watched the first 3 nights worth, Bev Pennington, she did a fantastic job also. So, kudos to her as well. You guys looking fantastic. Yes, I'm partial. It's my company logo, and that's okay, even though I didn't stretch it appropriately like I should have. And I'm sure that somebody's going to yell at me in the comments here at some point. It's a coffee cup for me, so it don't matter to me, but I would not give it to one of my customers because it's not done appropriately, and that's okay. But again, I'm not a content creator. I'm a business owner. So we are the real world for you guys. Hey everyone, we need to let xTool know how awesome merch has been. Sharice, thank you so much for that. Any commentary from you guys is absolutely amazing. xTool loves to hear that stuff, for sure. And they always relay most of it back to me. So, again, we're here to help you guys. If you guys didn't like me and you comment, my name is Bob. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Thank you for your time and effort. Well-deserved rest in the coming days. And yes, Bev was amazing. Yes, Yara, thank you so much for that. Glad to hear. Yes, we've definitely put in some serious work for you guys here over the last couple of days. I hope we were able to help you guys answer all your questions and make your guys' purchasing decisions for the Omni to start at this point. Guys, full transparency, though, please be on the lookout. Maker Days. Maker Days coming up this weekend. There are multiple hosts out there with these machines that are going to be running in-person events and stuff. So if you guys go under xTool.com, and I believe if you go under Explore, I think it's good. I'll tell you. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen back to you guys because I really would actually like to show you guys while this is actually running, guys. The Maker Days are super important for the Omni. And of course, the creators that actually have, or the users that actually have them, guys. These guys, the people that have them, they're small business owners, and they're here to help you guys along the way for sure, 100%. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stop my screen share from Studio there for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share my entire screen here. Okay. So you can see the infinite window. You see me 35,000 times now, no problem. But here's the deal, right? So we're gonna go to xTool.com. Okay. This is how you guys can find out about local current events, stuff that's going on near you. All right, so I believe if we hover over Explore, Explore, we're going to come right over into Maker Happenings, so Inspire with the Pro Makers. We're going to click into there, guys. This is where you guys can find all your events, stuff that's going on. So based upon your proximity and locations right now, guys, there's so many Maker Days that are coming in for the O1 Omni. My own, if you're anywhere near me, my own will not be until the first weekend of August, just because we are away this weekend. But this weekend coming up right now, so O1 in action, okay? You got Dahlonega, Georgia with Mark Beers. He has the UV and DT variant, a great person. You got Eric Street. He has a dual UV there. We have Nicholas Fournier in Longueuil, Quebec, so Canada. Not too sure which variant that he has up there, but again, you're going to find it up there. Okay. You got Mike Smirka here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We have Kim Reed in Corpus Christi, Texas. We got Demi Ganchev in Houston, Texas. Okay. We have Anmar Khalil in Brooklyn, so up in New York City, guys. Betsy Zender over in Vegas. We got Nick Adorni over in Orlando. Okay. We have Jacob Romero over in Indiana. Okay. Ben Henry in Jenison, Michigan. Beth Pennington in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, guys. So, out of all of us that have these machines that are out there right now, these are all the Maker Days that are coming up here this weekend. So, make sure you guys check these things out. They're in the Explorer and then the Maker Happenings, guys. So, check them out. Of course, we have a beautiful picture of looks like Lita over here. Yeah. So definitely check them out, guys. That is everything that is going on this weekend here in the Maker Happenings, Maker Days, all that stuff. Everybody with the Omni. These are all the machines that are currently out there. So definitely take advantage of them for sure. My own will find that here the first weekend of August, just because we are away this weekend. So hopefully that provides you guys with a lot of information. Those are things that are local, or should be local to you guys, or if you want to, drive out to them, definitely support those events. Please go online, sign up for those. They're free happenings. You guys can go out there. You can experience the Omni hands-on, put your hands on it, play with the machine, get all the information that you guys want. Of course, also, too, you do have the pre-sales product demos as well, which you can find under local support on the website, and then you can click pre-sales product demos. Okay, so definitely want to make sure, if you guys want to take advantage of that, get out there, go to the Maker Days, enjoy them. There's so much information to be learned out there. Everybody that has this machine is a great person, great asset, lots of knowledge out there. So definitely people you guys want to go to. So please book those for sure. All of those are happening this weekend. If you guys are looking for my own here in Pittsburgh, and if you're willing to travel for it, mine will be the following weekend, the first weekend of August, okay? So definitely make sure you guys take advantage of those out there. Let's see here. So let's see, Ramon, why did you need to stretch it? So whenever you're working over a curved surface, so this is the same thing for laser engraving. Whenever you're working over a curved surface, typically what happens is if you don't kind of, disproportionately stretch that logo, you kind of get that like egg shape in there just from the machine compensating for the radius. So sometimes whenever you guys are working with those things, about a 10 to 15% stretch on your width will actually equal what the proportion should look like. Finally. So, Cindy, thank you so much for your comment. I greatly appreciate it. Maria, awesome. Thank you so much. Sea Whispers, business owner to business owner. It's great to see real world videos instead of influencers. It's great to see people like us that learn as they go. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Medieval time. Do you think you could print on round Xmas ornaments? Yes, absolutely. Etch 3D in time. I own quite a few xTool parts, but of course had to get the that I will be getting rid of once I get my Omni. But will adhesion promoter prep pads for acrylic be needed over the Omni? Just a good alcohol clean would be good enough. Every piece of acrylic that I printed on, I've wiped with 91% isopropyl alcohol. It's been perfectly fine. I have not done any like major chip scraping tests other than a fingernail. It's been fine. It hasn't chipped off there. Are the maker days being video live so we can watch from in New Zealand? Unfortunately, Suzanne, I don't believe so, unless any of them decide to do that on their own accord, honestly. But like I said, please, if you guys are stateside here or up in Canada, please take advantage of the Maker Days, guys. They're out there. They are the people that are in the community. They're making this happen. Please go and visit them. But make those bookings. Slots are limited. You have to make those bookings to be able to go to those places. So I'll show you guys here one more time for sure. Okay. So let's just do this one more time for you guys. Okay, let's go into our host events here. All right, guys. So we are on the Maker Days. We are on page 1. So again, this weekend coming up. Some people are doing 2 days, some people are doing 1 day. Okay, so first and foremost, Dahlonega, Georgia, Mark Beers, Pro Hub. He does have the UV and DT variant. He's a great asset in the community here, guys. Tons and tons and tons of knowledge. Really good person. So if you guys are anywhere near that area, definitely go and book with Mark. Eric Street, Plainfield, Indiana. He does have the dual UV variant, just like I do here. Again, another really good asset. He also was one of the beta testers, so has a ton of information on this machine as well. Definitely a good person to kind of rely on with this. So please go and book his Maker Day for sure. Okay. And then in Longueuil, Quebec, up in Canada, we got Nicolas Fournier. Not too sure exactly which variant that he has. I can't speak to it. I'm sorry. But if you guys are up in that area, definitely somebody to visit up there for sure. Murfreesboro, Tennessee, we have Mike Smirka again. I do know he does have the dual UV variant. Again, another really good asset in the maker community and the laser community and the printing community also. So definitely somebody to go and visit if you're down in that area. Kimmy Reed down in Corpus Christi, Texas as well. Or I'm sorry, Kimmy Real. Dimi Ganchev in Houston. And then we got Ammar El Khalil. I did work with him in CES or at CES in Vegas back in January. Really good person, lots of printing knowledge. So up in Brooklyn, New York, definitely a good person to see there. We got Betsy Zender in Las Vegas. We got Nick Adorni in Orlando as well. And then as we scroll up here, I know it's on the smaller screen, guys. I'm sorry, but as we're just talking through it, Jacob Romero in Ascione, Indiana, Ben Henry in Jenison, Michigan, and then we got Bev Pennington. Bev is definitely one that has the UV and DT variant, as well as she still has her beta dual UV as well over in Dallas Fort Worth, guys. So this is everything that's going on here this weekend. If you're looking for my Maker Day, you guys will find that here the following weekend. It's not posted just yet because I will be away this weekend, still working out some of the logistics and all that mess after 3 days of lives with you guys. So, all right, here, final questions. This is your guys' chance. Drop them in the comments here. We'll go ahead and we will show you guys this tumbler here. This is your last chance on Q&A. Drop it now while you can. So again, yes, I should have done my stretch, so we got a little bit of an egg shape. I'm not angry. It's okay, but I'll show you guys here just for grins and giggles. I'll still drink coffee from it. It don't matter to me whatsoever. So nice, beautiful logo. Done. A couple layers of white, couple layers of color, couple layers of the resin finish on there, guys. And even though it is done like that in a flat print, you still get a little bit of texture. You can feel it. So, guys, little tidbit here on anything, on the laser engravers, on the UV printer, anything like that. If you're going to a cylindrical surface, you should be compensating by stretching at least 10 to 15% in width. It will look wonky on studio. It will be beautiful on your finished product. So make sure you guys always accommodate for that, all right? So let us know in the comments what you guys think of that there. I'll also drink coffee from it. I don't care. So again, last Q&A. This is it. This is it for me for the pre-launch lives, guys. So let's go ahead. We'll drop it. I'm going to give you guys that final QR code there so that you guys can enter one last time for the UV ink sets there. All right, here we go. Fire it off. I'm going to give you guys 7 minutes. 7 minutes. We are quitting at 11 p.m. EST. You have 7 minutes. Let's go. Final questions. We will answer everything that we possibly can at this point. All right. Sharice, you needed to do this so we don't do it. So it was win. Awesome. Why'd you need to stretch it? I told you why. Egg shape. Okay. Thank you so much. Awesome. Great. Let's see. Hey, Rich, great 3 days lives we have had really cool. Can you share your Instagram or YouTube so I can be able to follow you and keep learning from your expertise? Forge and Thread Supply Company is my business page, and that is where you will find me on the most socials, guys. Forge and Thread Supply Company. Let's see. Thank you, Rich. Answered so many questions. He gave us great demos. Awesome. Thank you so much, Johnny Wings. The P3 can auto correct for the stretch. Yes, if you're working in the auto mode. I like to use a manual. That's just me, guys. Whatever works for you. How do you do the stretch 10 to 15%? Just unlock your proportionate chain link there and just stretch your overall width by 10 to 15%, depending upon what you're working on. Crystal Winters, hi from PA. Can't wait for my machine. Awesome. Come visit us whenever we do our Maker Day. We're not doing ours this weekend, but we'll be next weekend, guys, or the following weekend, guys. We are away this weekend. Let's see, Inkwell Custom Apparel at gmail.com. Awesome. Just make sure you put it on the QR code right there. That's the only way that you can actually enter. Putting it in the comments is not going to enter for you. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the kind words for sure. For sure. Can I scoot over for you guys to see? Hard to see the... no, I mean, you guys did see it. I showed it in the big camera there. So let's see. Beth, I think everyone asked their questions and were answered. Yep, that's okay. I'm giving 5 minutes, guys. This is it. Final Q&A. Anything on the Omni, any variant, any xTool machine. Let's go. 11 p.m. EST. I am done for sure. Great job. Thank you for all your helpful tips, tricks, and great notes. Keep them for when I get my order. Awesome, guys. I'm so happy I was able to do this for you guys. These are some marathon lives that I have done. But I love to bring and deliver information and get everything out to you guys for sure. There's so much that you guys can do in the xTool ecosystem, even from the beginner all the way to the most advanced level. And we got lots of people here that can really attest to that. For sure. Guys, I'm going to cut off the camera on the Omni. This is just going to be me for this moment here for this final. Again, so guys, I really appreciate all you guys being here for the last 3 nights. It's been utterly amazing. The support has been fantastic. You guys have been absolutely great. Lots of good engagement, commentary, everything. I'm, very hopeful that we showed you guys almost all the projects, and I say almost because I know all the projects that you guys want we haven't done, but hopefully we showed you guys almost all the projects you guys wanted to see, what the Omni is capable of, other than the DT version, because we don't have that here, and I'm sure we'll see more of that down the road here. But guys, really, this is the machine. This is going to be the pinnacle of the desktop UV printing. The biggest thing that is out there that xTool has the advantage on is on that scan camera. It's just utterly insane. So again, 4 more minutes here. Final questions, guys. Any of the xTool machines, anything with the Omni. Ordered an Omni. What's good software to make the initial artwork with? Random state stuff really depends upon your design capabilities. We do everything in Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop ourselves. That is, of course, on a little bit of a more expensive subscription base. There are different things out there such as Canva and Kittle and some other design studios and stuff out there. So really, whatever you're comfortable with is going to be the ideal situation. So just an FYI, we couldn't see your cut because chat was covering it. Okay, that's fine. Egg shape, guys. So again, this is where you got to make that compensation for about that 10 to 15% on the overall width. That way you don't have that distortion. For me, I'll still drink out of it. I don't care. It's my company logo, so whatever. But for a customer, you want to make sure you guys are doing these things right? So it's just those little minute tricks that you guys learn along the way that just make everything all that much better. So, totally beautiful print down there. 3 more minutes, guys. 3 more minutes. Can I give layer details of print on glass engraving next? The K9 Cube. Etch 3D in time. Is it the K9 Cube you were talking about? The K9 Crystal. This thing right here. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. Sea Whispers, thank you. I do appreciate it. Like I said, it's my own, so I don't necessarily care. I wouldn't give it to a customer like that. Last call, guys. 2 minutes. Yes, the crystal. 222. 2 color, 2 white, cap 2 black. Okay. 222. That's what I did. And I did it in each individual layer, each individual process. Let's see, Rana says, thank you. It's all new to me. I'll be printing on model train cars, graffiti, and weather. That's awesome, honestly. You guys, the UV is so capable for what you can do. If you could fit it on the bed, you should be able to print it. I wouldn't see why not. What would remove the ink if I screwed up a print? Medieval time? I don't know. Because UV ink, when it is cured, technically is permanent. It is a resin base. Great question, no answer, sorry. If you find something, let me know down the line. Did you engrave your daughter in the crystal first, Maria? This particular crystal was already engraved with her. Yes. However, we have another crystal. It's laying around here. So here it is. That's laying around here where we have it is printed on the back. We have not engraved anything. As you can see, it's completely empty. However, we still have access to the top here, so we can still subsurface engrave on our F2 UV. We just haven't done it yet. So, again, kind of playing around with some things. The printing on the crystal prior to engraving will not influence anything in any way, shape, or form negatively. So, there we go. All right, guys, one more minute. This is it. Thank you for all your support. Yes, guys, thank you guys so much. You guys have been absolutely fantastic over the course of the last 3 nights. Please, definitely, if you haven't done it yet, hit that QR code real quick over there. Enter to win the UV ink so you can do more than once. This is it. Final call. Thumbs up emojis, hearts, anything, drop it in the comments. Make sure you guys are all here with us. Support the Omni. Hashtag O1. This is it. Pre-launch, like I said, guys, the pricing will not be there forever. So definitely make sure you guys take advantage of it now while you possibly can. Okay. But other than that, I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for spending the rest or the prior couple days here of your guys' weekend and week with me. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Please support our makers over the weekend, over their maker days. They're out there to support you guys locally so you guys can actually get your hands on these machines. So make sure you guys do make those reservations, okay? Other than that, have a wonderful night, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much, for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great night, guys.